If you love the outdoors, you'll love Lethbridge. More than 130 parks, 200 kilometers of trails, and we're here with the Tim Hortons Brier.
Oh, that was easy.
Brad Jacobs, what a weapon.
Mike McEwen. Wednesday afternoon round robin play continues just today and tomorrow before we wind it up. Our feature, Northern Ontario, Jacobs against Manitoba and McEwen. Let's get you caught up in what happened earlier today. And it was Pool A play, our feature. Team Canada, Brendan Botcher against wild card number 2, Matt Dunstone. This goes to an extra, tied at 7. A really wonderfully played game, and Botcher with the last rock in the extra makes the hit, sticks, picks up the win. So that's 6 straight wins for him. Dunstone loses his first, and Dunstone lost the chance to win and finish first. Saskatchewan, Colton Flash, a steal of 5 in his win. Bratton and New Brunswick, a couple of 2s and a 3 helps them, and Howard with a couple of steals. Ontario wins 7-3. So as we check the standings, you know now Botcher is in, just don't know quite where he will finish, but he now has that advantage over Dunstone in wild card. We'll feature now Gushue. Top of the table, we'll feature Jacobs against McEwen. The key we know, though, is if Gushue wins his game, he will guarantee at least a playoff spot. On this Wednesday afternoon, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back. Kathy Russ alongside. So Northern Ontario without Mark Kennedy at third for the provincials. Still won. 8th straight time that Jacobs is here. Mark Kennedy, though, back from Beijing, back here in the lineup with Northern Ontario, makes them even better.
Oh, Mark Kennedy makes anybody better. They're a great team, 4 great players. They had a wonderful trials, great trials. They've had a great week. The only blemish was to Gushue, which was a great game. Both teams playing well. And the difference is that guy right there, Kennedy. He's number 1 as usual. And in this case, against a struggling Reed Crothers, that could make the difference.
Changes for the McEwen team, too, with Colin Hodgson, their usual lead, out. Had an injury, also has now tested positive, so he's in COVID protocol. So Colton Lott has come in, who they just happened to beat in the Manitoba final. But there's a different dynamic now at the front end.
Well, there is. Colton Lott is a wonderful player. Everybody knows that. But a little bit of pressure on Derek Semigulski. We know that Colton is very quiet. Colin Hodgson was always in the mix, always chatting. And so Derek is trying to pick up the slack a little bit. We saw in a feature game in the morning, he came down to talk strategy. So trying to pull a little bit, and sometimes, Vic, that can pull you out of your own lane.
Now, Northern Ontario still has an opportunity today with the right combination to guarantee themselves a playoff spot. So that's what's on the line as we come back. Northern Ontario and Manitoba.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. By Scotties Facial Tissue, unleash the Scotties. And by New Holland, proud supporter of Curling Canada.
So what an opportunity, Brad Jacobs. And move that red sideways. What a shot. Mark Kennedy. 1, 2, and 3 disappear. What a shot. Catch it. Good.
Back.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Right now, shot rock belongs to Gushue. You got this. Have you got this? Oh, you do. Wonderful. Mike McEwen. There they are. Brad Jacobs. Not the brush in the face of Mike McEwen. That's not the nicest thing to start it off. Let's meet the teams down. Brought to you by Home Hardware. And here's how. The Manitoba champions, they hail from the West St. Paul Curling Club, north of Winnipeg on the Red River there. Mike McEwen backed up by Colton Watt, Derek Semigolski, and Reed Carruthers. The Northern Ontario champions from the Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie. Brad Jacobs, Ryan Harnden, E.J. Harnden, the Brush brothers, and Mark Kennedy at third. And McEwen has won the draw to the button, so maybe that's why a little brush to the face. Out comes Brad Jacobs, has the brush down. He'll play the Yellowstones. Manitoba will play the red and to get us underway. The Northern Ontario lead is Ryan Harnden.
Both these skips have the ability to get out of jail, make that spectacular shot like we just saw. Vic with the angle raises from McEwen, the triple by Jacobs. And it'll probably come down to somewhere farther down the line. And you look at the front ends, they're identical. The only glaring difference is a 9% difference at the third position, advantage Northern Ontario. The ice again this morning, Vic, looked like it was still shaped a bit where the wider you go, the more it's going to finish. So bearing around the center line, you can almost go like edge of the 8 all the way to edge of 12, and it's going to get to roughly the same spot. The curlers just love that, but there's still enough curl to get around the corner guards, so it's just a spectacular surface. And that plays into your strategy.
Good shot.
Yeah, there was a couple of times today, Kathy, where we thought maybe even put up a guard. You might go with the other turn necessarily, rather an in turn rather than come across the center line.
You bet.
But interesting too here, Kathy, the difference in philosophy here as compared to this morning in Dunstone against Botcher. Because Botcher it was as if Botcher knew what Dunstone was going to do. Botcher went in and corner went up and then cover, and eventually hoping he'd get to use that corner was Dunstone.
And each team have their own tactics, how they prefer to go after each other and how much they're prepared to risk.
And you know too, Kath, that's the really exciting part about the sport is you've got to factor in your abilities in that given day on the type of surface you're dealt with the rocks you're dealt with, and what's the opponent capable or not capable of doing. There's so many things you have to factor into your strategy.
So here is Colton Lott throwing the lead stones for Manitoba. He lost that Manitoba final 8-3 to McEwen and then got the call. You know, you talk about that the cliche super sub. He is one, having played on a number of teams.
Curl a bit.
Yeah.
But this is the first time he gets to wear the Manitoba Bison at the Brier.
And because he's played back end so much, Derek said that they've been really clear with him. Come down, feel free to participate, but he is quiet by nature, and he also doesn't want to push his views on a team that he's just recently joined.
And remember too, he and his fiance are two-time silver medalists at the Canadian Mixed Doubles Championships. In fact, won a silver medal last year, losing to Aguju and Einarson. So that soft game is his. He knows about the soft game. So at the lead position, you'd think that would pay dividends.
They're going to need a soft one here. What a brilliant roll by EJ.
Derek Semigolski.
See, what's this?
Hard. Hack. Whoa, whoa. Curl. 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 Keep going, buddy. Keep going, buddy. Keep going. Keep going. Oh,
Yeah.
good sweep, Ram. Sweep,
Might
bud.
hang around too. Not quite.
After watching Ryan's.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
All right, let's take a look at keys to the game, and we will start with Northern Ontario.
Well, bail early, you can say that about any team, but this team is so good. I think they once in a while, the only time they get into trouble is once in a while they wait a little too long to open the front up, and then Brad's last shot's just impossible. And mark it up. Number 1, third again. Make your move with Mark, especially with Reed struggling a little bit so far this week.
Oh, I get it.
Mark it up.
Mark it up.
Yeah, yeah.
So think about this, Kathy. We're working this morning, and the best he can do back at the hotel is mark it up.
Yeah. 3 hours, that's not a bad output.
Well, you know, I don't have much time. I got to go to the spa,
That's right.
get the nails done, and
Whoa, Ryan.
Whoa.
Higher the better. Higher the better now. It's
Whoa.
going sideways.
Whoa, whoa.
And around again. And this time it'll just a slight over curl.
Nice weight.
Let's take a look at the keys for Manitoba.
Close down the button. And what I mean by that, Mike McEwen's 93% on draw percentage this week. So the race to the button really could be Mike's advantage in this game. And need a better read. We picked on him already, but 81% is just not quite up to his standard. He needs to be 85, 86, maybe 90 against Kennedy today.
Yeah, he did struggle. Reed Carruthers in his last game. The keys to the game are brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties. And one more time. Just enough to push it through.
Knowing Derek, he probably tickled it out.
Well, I got a 10 on yours. I think we're still 20, aren't we?
I think so.
Beat it at, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Clean. Really light. Okay, go
Very
ahead.
right
You
out of
can
his
go for line
hand.
two, straight.
They've picked him up. The Brush brothers have got him, EJ and Ryan.
Go, 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 go.
Light right away.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
EJ right,
Try to bounce it
Ryan
if you can, boys.
left.
Gotta bounce, gotta bounce.
Try to bounce it if you can. Get off there, get off there.
Get off there, not quite. Slight overlap.
That's about as far off as I've ever seen Mark. And they,
Sorry,
they've
guys.
just thrown that side or seen one down that side. That's a unforced error. Interesting. Mike could go
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
I'm really surprised.
Yeah, they're staggered, Vic. You're right.
I know they're not his color, but if you get it up in front of the tee line.
Yep, yeah.
You surprised by this, Kathy?
Yeah, I am a little bit. I think that this speaks a little bit to the confidence of the team.
Shot.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the blank, though, is there?
Nope.
Hammering two.
Oh, boy.
But if Reed goes around and he's back of the house,
Yeah, but you I mean, yeah, but aren't you supposed to think positively here?
Well, no, you've got to. Sorry to jump in on you, Kat,
No, I
but
agree.
it's all about the odds, and
Yep.
maybe Reed this week's been going back button.
Okay. Half empty kind of people that you are.
Okay, line's good. You got room.
Nice for Kennedy to get another draw right off the
Clean.
bat that doesn't
Line
really
right now. Clean if you
no
can.
pressure,
Good.
just to get the
Clean.
feel.
Back four.
Back 8.
Line's good. Wait,
Line's
perfect.
good. Freeze it.
Little bump.
Line's good.
Back 8, wait.
Still a little bit of room.
Little bump, Brad.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Back
whoa, whoa,
12.
whoa.
Oh, this could be perfect.
Oh, good toss, Mark. Try. Good.
Oh, almost.
Okay. Good throw, Mark.
What kind of weight? Firm.
That's 16.
Throw, Mark.
Still upset about his first.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. 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 Good.
Try, Reed. Try, Ram. Nice throw, bud. Good pair. Thanks.
So here are all the games on the ice. It's a all but must win for Nova Scotia. You can't get the 3 losses, trying to knock off Gushue and keep him from pinching the playoffs. Same with Manitoba. Third loss is really devastating in the group. Same for wild card 3, Gunnlugson, as Nunavut looks to win their first ever at the Brier. And, Fournier trying to stay at 3, as is Pierce and BC. The only team not on the ice, well, that's Jamie Cooey, team from Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. They are watching. They're winless in 6.
Good weight.
Clean. Clean. Just clean. Easy.
Clean.
Easy. Just clean. Good, Brad.
Shot, Brad. Throw.
Precise. Arguably the best delivery in the country, I think. It's just so square, so solid. You've never seen any
normal,
waver.
Ron.
Normal?
Comes out like a dart. I think once in a while, though, Vicky, on the draws, you'll see Jacobs just pop it a bit, just add to get that rotation. I think sometimes that you lose a little bit of feel doing that. But of course, he's worked at
Go
it.
ahead, Derek. Hard, Derek. Line. Roll it out.
All right, our first update, and it is Quebec with some pressure here And getting ready for the final stone for BC from the Royal City Curling Club, New Westminster, and Brent Pierce.
Well, on Brent's first, he hit and rolled out, and with one corner guard in play, Félix Asselin went around it. It is buried and no way to tap it back. So this is the force. Needs to draw to the 8-foot.
Yeah, clean it then. Clean it. Clean it. You're fine. Keep it clean, boys. One for the bad guys.
So BC picks up a single in the first. The champion of 2000 with Greg McCauley, Brent Pierce.
Go ahead, a little bit. That's fine. Good throws, Brad.
Yeah.
Good throws.
Good. Yeah, thanks. Throw, good weight.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
Yes.
Hard.
Whoa.
Hard there.
Hard.
Hard there.
Hard. Hard. Gonna
Right
go,
to
gonna
it. Watch out now. Ah, dear. Banged it right on the nose. That goes into the book as an unforced error. McEwen forced to take a single. Colton Lott throwing the lead stones for the Manitoba champions from the West St. Paul Curling Club. Forced to take a single, couldn't get the shooter to go, so here we go to the second. It is Northern Ontario from Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie. Skipped by Brad Jacobs, who will have last rock playing the Yellowstones.
You know, Vic, I asked Brad before the game about how long it took him to get over, or is he over that loss of the Olympic trials? And he said, you know, each person on the team has dealt with it differently. He said, he said it was a bummer, but I got over it. And he reflected back to the year that they won. They tried to replicate that. He said, we were young. No one expected us to win that trials that year, not even us. And he said, we realized that we were so good because we played so loose. And that has been our focus. And as you get older, the way to play loose with experience is just to remember the privilege it is to play and to enjoy the moment. And he said, when they do that, they play the best. And so that's why when he was interviewed about next year and what happens, he just will not go there. It is about the moment, enjoying it, enjoying the crowd, being at the Brier, period.
Yeah, the pressure for him, you know, I said that they are different on the ice because they have other things going on in their life off the ice. They've got family, they've got children, of course, and he admits that they put so much pressure on themselves that it actually hurts them. And they try to take a different approach to the game now.
T-line. Still looks heavy, guys.
No, I just still think, though, it comes back to that. You never know if you're going to get that opportunity again.
Well, that's
now, they've had it, and all four of them had it.
Yep.
Right?
You're probably maxed out.
And all four of them are gold medal winners.
And the harsh reality, because let's just put them on a pedestal for a minute. They're
Like trying to get to know.
absolutely elite in our province, or in our country, in the world, actually.
Or this.
But the harsh reality is whoever you play in that trials final or semifinal, sudden death, is either A, so good also, or they're on the hottest week of their lives, they wouldn't be there. And you're just not going to win those games all the time. No. So you have to take it with a grain of salt, even though it's bitter.
Now he's 36. Will it be a new look team? Everyone is thinking that it will be. How hard will they go? Well, you know, next year is likely going to be one of those years where you're going to see a lot of teams dial it back. New teams, new combinations, old teams. Because while they talk about this 4-year cycle, it truly isn't. It's more like two years, really. And everybody goes hard. You put your teams together. You go for a couple of years, and if it's not right, then you change it up. That Cooey is a great example of that with Bolton Flash.
Over curl. 3, 2, 3.
Yep.
Get over curl.
Whoa. Whoa. Good.
But next year is an interesting season, to say the least.
Oh, will it ever be?
Try not into here. You never know.
I think you'll see one of two things. You'll either see teams going very hard to try to get themselves ready for when points start to really matter. And if they're new, then that time together will be helpful. Or you'll see people step back and you'll wonder if they'll come back. And I think a year from now, there will be people coming out of retirement, for lack of better words, to play hard again, because now you're now chasing for an Olympic trial spot.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice.
Nice try. Perfect hit and roll in the first end by EJ too. No, I agree, Kath, and it's really going to be interesting. Oh, just that's ridiculously good to get all three. Changes the whole end. There's a good chance they can go for their two with absolutely no risk now.
Yeah, I know, but this is better.
Okay.
Okay, 14-7.
14 and a half.
Okay.
Reed Crothers, who himself is a substitute teacher in the Louis Riel district. His sister, Mrs. Colette, and her class roommate at Elwick School, that's in the Maples area of Winnipeg, are watching today. So we want to say a big TSN hello to Miss Colette and roommate at Elwick School. Hope you're enjoying
Okay, clean.
the Tim Hortons Brier.
Keep going. Keep going.
Good throw, Reed.
Just so he's rolling low, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like that? Probably, eh?
Mark.
Thinking board, Mark.
Yeah.
My split didn't do a whole lot until the end, okay?
All these are running pretty gradual, pretty true.
Ryan Harnden saying to Mark, my split attempt, the outturn split attempt in this same vicinity, ran quite straight. Just helping each other get that little bit better.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
I got the
Hard. Keep going.
Good throw, Mark.
Had it.
This one too many woes. That was close.
Bump, Reed.
Bumpery.
Change of turns here, interesting. Not that it's a difficult shot, but
Forward, hair solid.
everything's been outside in.
Yep. Gotta go on this.
Hard,
Yep.
Yep.
solid.
Clean.
Sinogalski on the brush
Yep.
Any roll. Any roll.
and rolling it
Okay,
away.
good call on the weight.
Shot ram.
Similar.
Yeah.
Hit it in the same spot.
That same board.
Board.
A little wider, which I'm
Runs.
guessing is going to curl a hair more than the first attempt.
A little more weight.
Yeah. Clean. Yep.
Little more.
Heavy. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
EJ Harnden.
Hard.
A
Come
little
on.
dust from
Hard.
Brother Ryan.
Roll it. Go.
And going to get that roll this time. No, not again. Just seems to run into that wall, the edge of the 8.
A little more weight too.
I like
eh?
this style of play, though, Vic. They open the front up. We talked about sometimes they don't bail out quick enough. They opened up with EJ, and that gave Kennedy 2 tries to make the hit and roll. He didn't make them, but he's going to.
Made even at the hog line. Stay there.
There's some pretty intense hit and roll calls.
Yeah, well, because of the hog.
That one did curl up more than expected.
Should be full pop in this track, right?
Yeah.
So after a couple of years of wearing
Weight's good.
the wild card jersey,
Little
Mike
more than
McEwen
yours.
once again gets to put the
Whoa, clean.
Manitoba Bison on his back.
Clean. Whoa. Line. Whoa.
Good.
And what did you tell us yesterday about the Bison Club?
No, it's the Buffalo Club.
Buffalo Club?
Yeah, and
Well, that's a bison, isn't it?
Well,
Oh, they're
you know
different.
what's really interesting is that I just assumed, because I have lived my entire life in Manitoba, that there was something like that in every province. And of course, Carly Burgess is a part of our life because she dates Jacques. And she said, I never grew up in Nova Scotia saying, I want to have a boat. Or a member of the boat club. Like, it's
Everybody
just,
wants a boat.
But it's just not done.
Okay.
And so in Manitoba, when Mike talks about the honor, there's so much history in Manitoba around curling, and the whole opportunity to rep your province and have that bison buffalo on your back is something that you dream about.
Gonna give the roll a try? I think so. I throw more weight.
Great way.
A little light. I got light.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Maybe a little down, somebody said.
Hard.
Again, up to EJ.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Now look at this roll. Oh, goodness. If it hangs around, it'll be sweet. Oh, right on the edge.
Have to be a little careful.
They're so good at those. I just love this strategy. It's boring, but it works, and it you know, you make one. You didn't quite get it perfect. This is no gimme.
I'm gonna have an aim.
Sure you could.
You can see.
But I mean, I'm not planning flashing it. Like, if something bad happens, I'm chipping them in, right? You're thinking just bang it.
If you bang it. I don't. That's a really hard split. I don't
Could
think he's
make it.
I don't think
It's
he's ever
tough.
playing that though.
You just think just rip?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys like rip?
Yeah.
Good freeze. Not the hardest to come around in the world.
Probably try it though.
It's kind of a little risky to, like, if I play down weight, we rub. It's three.
Yeah. No,
Makes the split,
exactly.
he makes the split. I think this is smart.
Yeah, I like this round. Normal. I'm gonna throw firm.
Firm.
Toss your bud.
Like the ice, though.
Okay.
So exactly how much you can see. Mike McEwen. Dropping in on BC against Quebec. And the last rock coming up for Felix Asselin throwing the fourth stones.
Facing two on his final, Brent Pierce hit and rolled over, frozen to that stone at the back. They took a lot of looks, and Quebec obviously feels that it is that red stone belonging to BC that is shot, and that is why he's playing the hit for two.
And good it is for two. And they didn't even look at the potential or the possibility of a split.
It's too far over, Vic. You know, you've got a 90-degree angle. I don't think it's even there. You don't want to get forced to one by trying it either.
So a blank goes on the board here in the second. Manitoba, McEwen continues to lead. The last rock, though, belongs to Northern Ontario.
Should move.
Wednesday afternoon,
Yeah, it's going.
and how we see it, our crew sees it, is how you see it at home. From here at the NMAX Center in Lethbridge,
It'd be right here on this line.
the Canadian Men's Curling Championship. So we go to the third. It remains 1-0 Manitoba. Once again, Northern Ontario, the team from Sault Ste. Marie, with last rock, playing the Yellowstones here in the third.
I would dare say this team's more creative than a lot of the top teams. They played the tick on the first shot. Some teams do that, but not. It's pretty rare. Now they're going really wide side around what ends up being their corner guard because of the tick shot. Very few teams like to go really wide, but watch this hook. This will vary for fun.
Line is great.
Close.
Right here. Not marked, not marked.
Gotta be
Very nice.
Nice weight
Good boy,
each.
Pete.
Ryan. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I saw that. Just as we were sleeping.
Yeah, you can hook it in there. So, mine curled nice here. Okay, give me a number. 14.5. Okay.
Actually overburied, Vic, because once if the red guard gets removed, the yellow's half open.
Line tight.
Hard line, hard line.
Gotta hit it.
Hard line. Line only. Just line. Hard line.
Just me. Just
Back
me.
4.
Derek Samagalski.
Heavy.
Back 4.
Or by.
Okay,
Back
whoa,
4.
whoa,
Yep.
then. Heavy, heavy.
T-line. Back 4.
Needs to slow down a bit here. It's
Okay.
That's good.
It's pretty good.
Definitely one draw. Yeah, just top button.
Like that.
Okay, Kathy, after team wildcard number 1, Gushue got 3. Chance for Nova Scotia to reply.
Well, it's going to be a lot of work facing 3 in the 4-foot, and for Paul Fleming to score, he needs to make the triple, because if he doesn't, his shooter will not outcount any of the 3 stones.
There they go. Tick, tick, tick. And he'll get his single.
Line right now. Room right now, boys.
T-line right now? No, back 4 right now.
Off.
We got to be shot though.
they're heavy, so they're trying to carve it over so it hits something.
Okay.
Okay, good try.
I'll try to throw 5 feet less, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little pocket there now. This is in there perfect. It's going to be a while before Northern Ontario can get this thing out of there.
Line tight.
T. Top
Tight
4.
line. Hit it.
T-line.
Still got to hold
T.
it.
Weights there. Right to the back 1.
Okay, you did the. Yep. You did. Yep.
Small tap.
Yep. Yep. Keep it on the yellow. Keep it on the yellow. Yep. Okay, you did the best you could, guys. He's just not getting there. Okay, bud. Good. Just not.
Well, E.J. Harnden works for the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Commission, and he hits the jackpot here.
No kidding. Just effortless power, cleans everything up, makes the triple, rolls over, leaves 2 corner guards. That's the way I think this Northern Ontario will be successful. Give Kennedy some easier shots to get around guards and get your easy 2s.
That's 3 cherries right there that just came up. The key shot is brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
Gotta be T. Hard line. Hard line. Line's good. Hard line.
Now we gotta go.
Straight. Come on, boys.
Hard work. Hard. Hard.
How much of a carry has he got here?
Go.
Hey. It still leaves the Manitoba team looking like they're sitting the 2. Back of the button, back 4. McEwen saying that just trying to remind Derek Samagalski that he's just not getting out to the target after his last.
The other option for McEwen is just to move the broom. Like he fought with Reed at the start of the week, saying he wasn't getting out there, and now it's Samagalski. And why not just maybe talk about, say, if you want to throw it like that, let's just talk about it. If that feels good to you, let's take 3 more inches ice on a draw shot. It's free to move the broom, Vic.
We're going 12 foot. That
That's
line.
what he called. That's what he just called.
Yeah, okay.
Who did you want?
Good throw here, bro.
Kathy, did you, I mean, listen, as a thrower, you're trying to adjust, I know. But did you appreciate what Russ is saying, that let your skip or hope your skip makes an adjustment too?
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, everybody wants the result to be made. And so, you know, back in the day, the skip called a shot and everybody just threw it. And then as time has gone on, there is a realization that the person in the hack knows how they're throwing, and they're also watching the ice, and everybody throws differently. So you want to skip to define the shots, the strategy, but I think you have an equal part in making sure that the broom's in the right spot as long as you're watching.
Top 12.
Or maybe Derek could say, can I have a little more, skipper,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Curl.
Whoa.
Good.
Okay.
I think that's pretty good, bud. Very nice.
Shot around. That's quick there, bud.
Well, you can see how Mark Kennedy this week is, again, just at the top of his game. What else would you expect? Reed Carruthers is off his game, certainly, and those pluses is when you, of course, you out-curl your opponent by 5 percentage points or more. But rank 1st and 10th in a field of 18.
Kenny's got some work to do here, though.
And his numbers today, of course, after he missed that, he crashed on that guard. Remember, couldn't get around. He's just at 56% right now today. And drives it through and by and leaves the shooter there. Although there is a red on the yellow combination that looks like it's open.
They hadn't missed it completely.
Right.
Or still touched it. Should have taken a peek at that.
Okay.
I thought they would sweep that last and kick that red one out of the way.
Okay. 8 feet less, boys.
Okay. Yep.
I got closer there.
Half.
Okay.
Halfway.
Easy.
Tighter half.
Watching
Easy.
him last night,
Closer to tight. Closer
the
to
concern was that it wasn't just a free
It's running like it's out.
delivery. It wasn't one
Same
that
with
was
the
just
close.
flowing.
Yep.
That he was getting to the line and thinking about the release, or if he wasn't thinking about the release, he was thinking about the slide. It just wasn't all in sync.
Sure, and it happens. And you know, it's that it's again why I kind of lean towards Mike to move the broom, and it's the way I best example I can come up with is he was playing golf swing, not golf. And you know, when you're in the zone in the golf course, you're just feeling how hard you have to swing, and you're not worrying about the result because it's going to happen most of the time automatically. And he was fighting the release, and that affects your draw weight because you can't do both.
If we knows this, Brett, I'm saying if we knows this,
Yeah.
don't move stuff around. It's trouble.
Yeah, it is.
Why don't we make this?
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah,
an option.
yeah.
Opens up both sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. You're right, Pete.
Took about a
Big
third.
quarter, third.
Another good example of bailing early. Sometimes they'll try that hero shot. If it doesn't work, they're, as
Quarter with
Kennedy
your
said,
out,
we're in
good,
trouble.
I think.
This opens up the out-turn raise on that yellow top 8, and it opens up the in-turn raise on that red one. They can't guard both.
Wait, whoa, curl.
Mark Kennedy.
Curl a bit. Yep.
No, 1, 2. Hey,
Sit there.
watch out there. And leave it over there, and they'll roll that and spin that
Right,
away.
good.
So, yeah, both raises are now available.
Nice shot.
Sure. Yeah, like all it has to do is just contact that a little, and that's
This, if he's playing this,
that works too.
What if we hit
Yeah, because he's hitting the red across the face.
For Brad Jacobs with his last 2 rocks, he can maybe get out of jail that way. If he gets it perfect, he might make the double, at least sit shot. He can do it that way. And with his skill set, he can do it that way. So by making that double peel, he's opened everything up.
And he just plays this
You
for
ever,
one.
do, you ever do this?
Yeah.
Even if you took.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. I don't know if that's.
It's better that he's playing this one, probably.
Oh yeah, because he could spin the
Yeah.
8 off
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
We do this. That bad or good?
And he actually, it's a really dangerous shot.
Yeah. I like that call. I think
Yeah.
that's really good.
Yeah, I like that shot.
that's
I think
smart.
we play the intern.
Yeah.
I think this is-
Intern,
oh, I
just
think
like right here.
Intern and
roll about a rock. Even
Yeah.
if you go into a red is not the worst.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Okay, I'm
Would
gonna
you
hold
ever
in front
think
of
of-
this red.
Yeah, that's
so.
fine.
Is there another? Is there
Tell me what it looks
room
like.
to come in and get to the lid and just put another one in there?
Yeah, I guess you on the intern, I guess you could.
Whatever way you're saying
That red yellow raise is so short, and it's a yellow one that will be coming in there at 100 miles an hour. So
Buffed out. Let's throw ball.
So now they're just going to try and plant one in between.
they're gonna hit that wide yellow top 8 and roll to kind of hopefully stagger.
Okay.
Nah, it should be good. Just bump.
I like the turn choice here. Most teams play the out turn, and you're heavy at all, you take out your own. Just cross the face, hit about half of that rock top 8 and kind of cozy up to the one on the center line.
Work. The hair solid.
Whoa, whoa,
Weight's
whoa.
good.
Whoa,
Go solid.
whoa, clean. Whoa, clean. Yep.
Low heavy.
Whoa,
Solid.
whoa, whoa. Whoa, on its own, on its own. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sit.
Shot, Mike.
Shot.
Shot, buddy.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
The angle looks like it's still there, doesn't
Even
it?
if he makes a big shot, like always have something.
It is, but it's a
Yeah.
thinner angle, so you lose a little bit of power.
All right. It'd be nice.
Either that or pocket this.
Huh? Sorry?
It's either that or make this double.
Just pocket that?
This one's a little bit.
And then what? You mean over the top? What about, and just try to get this coming in here? I mean, if it goes off.
So if you just make the double,
I'm just thinking
make
make the
and
double
spin
up.
up.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Well,
Guarding, maybe?
Guarding? Well, then you probably have the pick for one, or the draw for one, or the bump for one. It's going to be hard for him to take everything away.
there won't be a pit, Mark. This is just going to jam, right?
Not if it touches the red. It's going to touch the red. It might get going.
I don't know if we can see enough to
Oh,
have
then
it.
you're-
This is
then
the
you got the
call,
draw.
though.
We have
You
the-
got to have a shot to score.
You have a
right?
shot to score.
Yeah.
Make that double.
Okay, this is crazy then?
It's not, but you got to make it,
Oh, I
obviously.
know. What do you like? You like that? Probably, eh? Give me the intern, Mark. Intern, right, broom right in the hole there.
You want to
Close.
try to spin up.
It. I just slam this and they all go.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What turn you throwing, sorry?
I think they're same turn as McEwen and trying to raise
Give me a little more.
McEwen rock, but you got to hit it really. Now that Mike's moved it, you've got to hit it really thin, right towards the cameras where you have to hit it. Hit a quarter to a half of that yellow, and then the yellow goes straight back in the desired angle. But when there's such an angle like this, it's so much tougher. Or is he playing the? Maybe he's playing the double, Kath.
I think he is.
Yep.
Hard. Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Brad Jacobs sent his first.
Hard.
Hard, Ryan.
Ryan Harnden, bang, bang. And it'll back away.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, good throw, Brad.
Might have taken away that off the red.
Good toss.
This is guard.
Are we two, do you think?
Yeah, but I'm behind it. I don't think he's got enough of the red.
Basically, dead guard red.
Okay.
There's nothing scary in the yellow, even showing 2/3 or a half.
Yeah, you
of it.
just dead guard the yellow.
Yeah, I don't want him to be able to see enough of this to play a quarter for one.
Well, it might just jam.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you're saying. Perfect
Yeah.
placement. Try.
Yeah.
Looks
Or
like they're
are you
sitting
seeing about that?
two, Vic.
Yeah, they are
It's
back
gone. Pop.
back of the
So-
four, back button,
this
back
looks
four.
really
Let's go over 3-1.
Nice speed.
Team wildcard number one, Gushu leads and looking for more.
Brad hit to lie 3 on his first. And so Paul Fleming elected to play the come around and did not make it. So there are 3 in the house, all belonging to Gushu. This is a draw for 4.
As we mentioned earlier, a win for Gushu, and they would clinch a playoff
14-2.
spot. Remembering top 3 in each who will go through. And there it is. Four on the board, 7-1 after 3.
Half.
Little bit.
Halfway.
Little bit early.
Tight half.
Line's good.
Easy.
Line.
Tight half.
Line.
Dead on the center line is and tight would be the optimum spot.
Go. Go ahead, Cole.
Curl.
Clean. Curl.
Curl. Curl.
Hard button. Go, 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 go.
Hard button. Hard button.
Yes.
Good. Good. Real good.
Very nice.
Thought McEwen's Mike McEwen's comment to Reed
You
was
like
good.
that ice, Mark?
I'm just trying to think.
Because
of a
he said, you know,
spot.
look, it's
Gotta be
tough, and
close.
And
I'd
Mike
rather
said,
see
yeah,
a
I
full
understand.
four than
It's-
over curl.
rock placement is everything.
Oh yeah.
And he's put it right exactly where he wanted it. But here's that draw that I said to you earlier. Would Manitoba try to use this intern draw to the lid? Well, it's available now for Northern Ontario, and they're desperate for it.
Or they're down 3-0 if this isn't executed. There's a good chance this could over curl. You got to Mark's gonna have to make a decision whether you play the tap to maybe give up a steal of one. or try to get it by. It's a tough shot.
Yeah, 6th. Among all of them, he needs to be number one here with this draw. And picked up right away, the Brush brothers.
Yeah, 2 lines okay.
EJ, Brian, big carry here.
Keep going, Ryan.
Stay
Keep going, you got
with
a chance. Keep going.
Do you have
keep
a chance?
Going. Keep going.
Can you save
keep
it
going.
for the
Keep going.
skipper?
Keep going.
Can you get
keep
it
going,
there?
Keep going. Keep going. What a great sweep.
And they'll sweep it there. Yes.
Big scrub, Pete. Good job.
Good enough to cut them down, but still steal of 1. McEwen, Manitoba leads it. And it'll be 3 straight Canadian championship. Carey Anderson.
Carey's team, you're strong. You got it.
You guys are so consistent. I haven't seen anything like this in years.
I can't say enough good things about that team. I think they've been dominant over the last quad.
Good luck. We're cheering for you. We know you're the best. Just play the way you're capable of and have some fun.
I'm sure they're going to enjoy it so much, and I'm so glad that's able to happen for them this year, and hopefully they'll go kick some butt.
Give her hell out there. We're all pulling for you. Super proud of you guys.
Just to go out there and do the same thing at the World Championships and bring it all home for Canada.
You won the Canadian Championship, won the Scotties. Let's go out and prove that you're the best team. Good luck at the Worlds. We're cheering for you.
Totally deserving of that Scotties victory. Can't wait to watch him, Prince George, go out there and compete and wear the maple leaf.
They're going to be great out there, and just make sure Coach Reed gets fed on time. He gets a little hangry.
Don't take anything for granted, and give her. We'll be watching.
To tonight's game.
And then last evening at the Winnipeg Jets game,
Good luck at the World Championships.
Carey Anderson and Brier were recognized by the crowd and the Jets.
Well, that's awesome.
So we'll watch them March the 19th through the 27th in Prince George, and of course their coach will be there, the Manitoba 3rd Reed Carruthers.
Well, they brought some good luck to the Jets beating Tampa Bay last night. Maybe the Jets organization can just give them tickets if that's going to bring more victories.
As we welcome you back on this Wednesday afternoon, 2-0 Manitoba, the steal of 1 in that 3rd. Brad Jacobs came up light on the draw. Once again, Northern Ontario with the last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 4.
Jacobs tried to bail. It just couldn't quite get multiple rocks out of the way into the right spots, and he got a little unlucky on his double peel. He rolled over and guarded his possible double attempt. Nice, great in by Manitoba.
Line's good.
Line's gonna be
yep. Line's good, boys. Just for weight. Yep. Line's good. Line's good. Easy. Line's good. Line's good. Freeze the top. Yep. Straight. Hard. Go. Come on. Keep going. Okay. Whoa. Pretty good there. Pretty good. Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. Like that?
Sure.
I don't mind just an edge here.
Okay.
I mean, he's...
What about a high guard?
I like guard too. Guard.
Yeah.
They don't really have that great of angles right now.
He's got a couple shots before.
He's ripping that in.
That's fine. This is a good call.
Okay.
We want to go to this game. We haven't seen much of Nunavut, the team from Iqaluit, with Peter Mackey. So far winless in 5 as he plays Jason Gunlick's in wildcard number 3.
And this, other than the first end, has been a very open end with a couple of blanks. But on his final stone, Jason able to bury lies 2 in the 4-foot behind a guard. And so this is about a draw to the button for the single.
Hard.
Spin.
Line's good.
First draw of the game for Peter Mackey.
Or you nose it, guys. What do you like here? I think we got a hit.
He's got to find hang on there, and he'll go too far. And ends up giving up a steal of 2. But we were saying yesterday, you know, Mackey was saying that they've got more junior curlers, Little Rock curlers now in Iqaluit than they do have adult members as they try to grow the game.
That's all I'm getting worried
in
about.
Nunavut.
I was only thinking like control or normal on that.
Still winless though in their
2 corners.
5
and get the front clear.
previous trips, and winless so far this year.
I don't love the red going this way and blocking the corner though.
What's that? Well, yeah, I guess you'd hope that it would be gone.
You don't. Yeah. Ideally, you get rid of it. But
I guess if you dead knows that, he's doubling. Right?
I don't hate your shot. You could probably throw it with normal though.
Well, yeah.
I don't mind his shot.
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not a huge fan of this.
Okay.
Normal?
We don't need to whip this, do we?
Kind of weight, Peel?
Normal?
Normal. Yeah, a little low with normal.
Just a hair on the inside of the middle of that rock onto the high side of the yellow.
Whoa, Mark!
Trying to save both yellows.
Go, Mark. You gotta go.
Hard,
you
Mark.
gotta go. You gotta go. It's good.
Hard. Keep going. Okay, good shot each.
Okay.
That would move a little more.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Red nose gets both.
Okay.
Think so.
Sure. Yeah.
Smooth?
Okay. I seen the in.
Sure, you throw either. In's fine.
Hey, bud. Toss.
I think if you hit it on the center line, you won't hit enough of the red, and you can't make the yellow double. They've got to keep it on the. Now that we're looking this way, on the right side of center.
Reed Carruthers.
Whoa.
Curl!
Some late licks from Lott. Bang, bang. Touch.
Shot.
Wow.
Real good.
Beautiful.
Very well thrown, well called, line called.
Just got to the right side of center by a fraction.
Shot, Reed. Good throw.
The yellow one in?
Yeah. Shot, Reed.
A little unlucky that when he raised, that yellow one squirts over and catches a piece of the 12-foot.
Touch more. Yeah.
We are 3 though, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And these two, Mark, and maybe getting that one too.
Yeah, that's
probably the call.
okay.
So you're
Looks
you're
like
running? No. Yeah.
thick half.
Let's make it, Mark.
We were talking about peeling the front, but it's
Just a little
getting
more.
late enough that they've got to deal with these 2 here. And if they get the 2, Vic, Mark's not going to be far off getting that side red on the way by. Possible triple.
Yep. Whoa. EJ.
Mark Kennedy and EJ
Curl.
Harden.
Curl.
Get it by the guard. Yeah, they do. Bang, bang. Look out. Here it comes. Oh,
throw.
and just across the top.
Throw, buddy.
Shot.
You don't like hitting that yellow?
Got to make sure we don't peek.
I was thinking a nose on that.
Sorry?
What about a nose on the yellow?
You're not in the rings, though.
Yeah, like I was thinking right to here.
Just try to roll
Yeah,
in the
baby
rings,
roll.
Yeah.
You'd love to roll in and maybe even buried, but then you take on the
You like the
possibility of the jam
Turn easy.
at the back red
Sure.
there.
I'll turn easy's good.
Nothing wrong with dead on.
Be a little solid.
Curl.
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 Curl hard.
Really got to go.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Now looking for a little roll towards center line. Doesn't get it.
Okay. Yeah, just pretty close to normal.
Okay, Reed. Good throw, bud. Throw.
Is that any good?
Yeah,
Like this?
probably. Or you just make.
Good throw.
Talk about that
Little strong.
matchup where Kennedy had a big advantage coming in this game. Kennedy's at
I'm leaning towards that 'cause
67.
there's 2 of those.
Reed's at 96.
Like that?
Okay.
He's doing his part.
Yeah, so you wonder who's 1 and who's 10 at this point. Eh?
It's either that or the draw.
Board.
Whatever you're feeling.
No, there isn't.
I like this. Okay. What did you say, board?
How much weight?
Board?
Board, yeah.
Starting to get a little more curl out here, and it might be a little crunchy. A little bit of fresh pebble. Two bucks to roll behind.
Yep. Whoa! Yep. Yep.
Staying with it all the way is E.J. Harnden.
Yep. Hard! Sit, sit,
Now watch this roll.
Hard.
And rolling it into the hole. Looks like it may have just a little bit.
Great throw, Mark.
Just goes there now.
I can't even buy a roll. Even that hog line, I thought it was perfect.
Good shot, good throw. Good weight.
Great sweep.
You can throw just.
Oh, good call.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
so
I'm
we'll
just
be
throwing back
patient.
line.
You think this will
Back line just through.
I thought it moved. Okay. I thought it was pretty.
Here, Mark said he had buy or roll. He rolled. He had a choice to roll 2 feet or 3 feet or 6 feet, and he rolled 4
Yeah, we like that.
right into the
I'd
window.
like not to roll out.
Yeah, we like back.
So over we go to Sheet D and BC against Quebec. 3-2 BC leading, getting ready for the final stone of Felix Asselin.
Well, that stone that is right beside the broom is the final stone of Brent Pierce. Took away any access to draw or freeze. Felix is looking at hitting it thin, almost like a rattle between the top two to scooch forward.
Just to go through and get one.
What?
Like, go through and get one.
No. No.
Little light. Little
No.
Little light. Yep.
Weight's good.
Well, it's interesting. We know that it is Michael Fournier who is the skip of the team, and with Asselin throwing the fourth stone, that was the catcher shaking him off.
Sure was, and I think from the hack it looks like that hole is bigger than it is. If he gets the hit in a little roll to the inside, you give up one. If you try to go through the hole, you could wind up giving up more.
And one it is.
The only shot.
Or the draw. Or this. This
like
isn't
the draw.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I just had to take a look.
That's
I like the
your
draw. See if we can hang it open on this side just a hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost nothing. Try that.
They talked about coming down here and hitting this one. The best they could possibly do is there, and that's not a tough shot for McEwen to follow, and then you're forced. So what they're going to try to do is play the come around, but maybe instead of overbearing where Mike can get it on the out turn, keep it underburied in this type of spot like that. And if Mike makes a play on it, it's going in that direction. Underbury is one of the hardest things to do out here. Just, you have to be shot, obviously, but as high as you can in the 4-foot. Maybe half buried.
Brad Jacobs on his first.
Wait,
Little bit for line. Really tight line. Little bit for line. Line's great.
Top 8.
Line's good.
Line's
Line's
good.
good. Ryan's always Ryan.
Fight the 4.
Fight the 4. Line's good.
Right here.
Fight the 4.
Easy.
Line's great.
Easy.
Ryan's.
Never. No, 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 no. You're too deep. It's over curling. Too deep.
It is.
Oh, it picked.
Probably fine.
You better.
Are we
You got
shot?
it, though. Yeah, you got it. Good shot.
Yeah, they are shot
Ooh.
just by that much.
Just rolled over something.
You're cool if I'm here, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So firm, probably just outside center.
Yeah, I'll need like maybe a broom of ice.
Okay.
A
Couple
lot
inches
of
of
little
ice.
smudges, little picks that are not ruining the shots per se, but just could affect them enough to put them in the wrong spots. And I truly believe it's the footwear.
Well, it is. We think it is, certainly. We saw a good example of that today in our match this morning, Kathy, when they actually found a piece of gripper on the ice, Russ.
Yeah, that's part of it, Kathy, but I think the other part of it is they sweat right through these running shoes they're wearing
Hot
now.
feet.
Yep. These guys are working for keeps, these front ends.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Hard.
What do you got? You got it? Oh, you stuffed it. That's a bad break.
Man.
Jeez.
That's a bad break, but it'll open up the door for 2.
You couldn't make that shot if you tried it 100 times.
Good throw.
Oh, unlucky there.
So open draw, just the paint anywhere to tie it up, Northern Ontario.
A little more little tighter line.
Line's good.
Line's curling.
Line's good. Line's good.
Careful.
Weight's perfect.
Shot, Brad. Good shooting.
Shot, Brad.
Good roll, Mark.
There we
And
go.
2 it is to even things up.
Nice cuts. Thanks, guys.
Northern Ontario can lock up a playoff spot. Ryan Harnden, and it's like you're holding the brush for him as he throws it right at you. As we welcome you back on this Wednesday afternoon. We're tied at 2 after bad break for Mike McEwen as he runs it back.
Yep.
So it is a now Manitoba with Last Rock playing the Redstones. Yes, what?
Yes, please.
Okay. You were caught. Huh? Yep. Oh dear.
I think we can oversweep this.
Whoa.
Easy, you got line.
It happens.
Where?
Wait, should be okay. Wait's close.
Line's okay. Little bit of
hot.
room.
Well, if we can.
Little hot.
Well, then. It's okay.
Go around?
No.
Yeah, we can't now.
Colton Lott.
We're okay. Get ready.
On its
Yep.
own. No, heavy, heavy.
Yep. I don't want to rub the yellow.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. I'm just trying to make so they both don't go.
Yeah. Just a little heavy. Good throw, bud.
They can like hack on the nose.
Might
What should this do?
be able to get them both, Vic, but no, they're just trying for the single. You almost have to get to the inside. To get to the inside, you have to throw less weight. You throw less weight, you can't make the double.
We're a little heavy. Board.
Whoa.
Right.
Curl.
Right.
Keep her going, Pete. Never off. Right to it. Keep going. You got it.
Great sweeper. Great sweeper.
Very nice.
Good sweep, Brian.
And it just leaves it right on the nose.
Power cut.
Take that.
The value of that directional brushing. That didn't look like a nose to me early.
This smooth.
I could smoke it into the pocket.
Yeah, you could.
Just doing this, Derek.
Okay. Okay.
I like this call. Smooth, Derek.
Yep. Yes.
Whoa. Yep.
Yes. Whoa. Yep.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Good shot. Real good. That's good.
Shot, Derek. Like unreal.
They had a bad break last time. There's a good one. Perfectly buried.
Okay.
Just ticks the wrong rock, gets their own over, and they both roll at the same time.
Good sweep. I was tight on this.
Straight run back.
Yep.
E.J. Harnden.
Whoa. Yes! Hard! Whoa!
Kennedy.
Whoa!
Yes!
Shooter!
Yes.
Real good.
And look at where this goes.
Boy,
Good catch.
That's how you make a shot.
wonderful game from EJ. He's had 3 really tough shots that he's made perfectly already.
Sorry, should've
And he
yelled
was
just
our
me.
earlier key shot, remember?
Mm-hmm.
That's good, too.
Just a hair high.
You can get them all, though. Whoa. Yep.
This might get every one of them, too.
Touch it.
Hard Mike, hard Mike, hard Mike, go
All
Mike,
the way
go
through.
Mike.
Shot.
He does. He hits the triple.
Shot, Derek.
Sweet. Sure.
So good.
Now, you don't want to diminish the shot. But I know there are people who will be watching and go, I'm going to go to the local club tonight. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Not happening.
No, not at all. Yeah, their rocks are definitely lively, but that had to be hit absolutely perfect with exceptional speed.
Ignore the split.
Mark missed once in this game, so I don't expect this to be anywhere but top 4 foot buried.
Doesn't it surprise you? Oh, maybe surprise isn't the proper word. But it's extraordinary to me that these curlers can really move, Kathy, from this setting. And if you put them on an arena in a curling club with curling club stones next week, they'd be adaptable, and certainly some of the shots wouldn't be available, but they'd know what to do with them.
And that's part of being an elite curler, is your ability to quickly adjust. That's why they're so good at looking at different rocks and figuring out when to use the ones that are slower, that are more of a cutter. And when you put them on different ice conditions, the challenge, I think, that some of our Canadian curlers have had is that the ice conditions at our national events are so good, and then you go off and you play somewhere else in the world. In 2005, we played in Paisley, Scotland in the Worlds, and we were in the same building with a swimming pool, and they had to cancel curling on the end sheet most of the time at the Worlds because it melted. And so then you're in those conditions, and it's a struggle because you are ill-equipped to deal with conditions that are less than normal.
Yeah, that's really well said. It's a good point. Our Worlds in Geneva, there was 12 to 50 feet difference going one direction than the other.
Well, it's the same argument that was used for years when it came to European golf. And they'd come over and handle the Americans, if it was the Ryder Cup, for example, because they were playing in much different conditions.
Sure.
And
But of course, the theory, as you started, Vic, is that the better you are, the quicker you should be able to adjust to different stones, different ice conditions, the works.
Curl! Curl, 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 right
Keep going! Keep going! Anything!
nothing.
Mark can't buy one.
All right, let's go over, Kathy. I'm seeing 2 yellows.
You are, but only one of them counts. So it is the back one that is out counting the top one. But that stone by Paul Fleming, not shot, but it does close down the scoring area. But this is the exact same spot that Brad Gushue threw on his first. So they know the path, can get just to the front of his shot stone, and should be able to get shot or second shot.
Leading at 7-2. He's already put a 3 and a 4 on the board. Sneak this through here. Watch out. Don't touch it very much. One it is.
Shoot. 1 yellow.
Lost the line in a little way.
1 yellow, so they'll go to the break. Leading 8-2, trying to lock up a playoff spot. Gushue, team wildcard number 1.
Reed didn't quite make the roll either, but I think it's good enough. I don't think Brad can get tight enough to guard without incredible risk to roll. Yeah, you can't roll buried there at all. So Reed's going to have a simple hit. The idea here is if you can get it edge on edge, then Reed can't roll buried. If you have to roll wide side, then he will have a chance.
Same as you.
Clean. Easy. Clean.
Yep.
Easy.
Whoa.
Clean.
Heavy.
Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
Heavy,
Whoa.
Mark.
Curl.
Curl.
It's like board weight.
Curl.
Brad Jacobs.
Curl. Curl, 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 curl,
Yeah.
curl. No roll. No roll. No roll. Good shot, Brad. Good sweep, guys.
Hey, Cups.
Nice throw.
Yeah. Close weight, little head.
Something like that with easy. Okay.
Yep.
Just nose it.
Rolling buried at this level with ice this good is not a good idea because Northern Ontario would freeze one in there. You can't get it out. You're forced to a single. This way you've got your blank alive.
Right.
Yep.
This side
Kathy,
curls.
further to what we were just talking about in the different situations, does your strategy then change dramatically if you're not playing in a setting such as this?
Oh, sure. Not the strategy as much as your shot calling, because there's things that you just can't do. There are shots that we see teams call out here because the rocks are so lively, because the conditions are so quick, because you get the curl. Russ and I have both played in places where it doesn't matter how you throw it, it's not going anywhere. So then you're not playing a freeze on a rock that's fully buried.
Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there.
Go, 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 go!
Try to roll it underneath, and it'll stop back edge of the 4.
Good sweep. Those are going.
He was hoping to nose it.
Same weight.
Now the hit and roll's a little simpler.
Did you want to overroll this?
Give me just an inch more.
Again, Mike's saying those are going. I think it's because he's out into that dish area, out where I truly believe there's a little more curl out wide.
A hair is good, right?
Sure. What's the weight, board?
In this area, they can hold it. Out wider, they can't.
Solid hat?
I think there's just they're
Board weight.
No. Wait, clean.
Clean.
Board. Whoa. Clean. Clean, yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Clean, whoa.
Whoa. Clean. Clean.
Whoa.
Jacobs in his last.
Curl.
Curl. Roll it, Ryan. Roll it, Ryan. Roll it.
You got something?
Go, 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 go,
Oh, he does have something.
Great shot, Brad.
Wonderful attempt. They're getting closer on those.
Good throw.
So close.
Good throw.
Thought that was going to be sunk.
Pretty good, though.
Great shot.
Good call, Mark.
Great shot. So close.
Good there.
Almost thought we had it perfect.
So did I. I thought when it hit, it was going to be gone. I wouldn't like to throw in this blank, though. I mean, I would if I had to.
You make these for fun.
Just the lines touching.
Yep.
They're saying the center line strip, if Mike gets to it too soon, it's all over the guard. If he doesn't, if he tracks it back a bit, it might not climb up to the line, and he could miss it one way or the other here.
Final Stone looking for the blank. Just pick it out there. Watch that guard now. He's got to get by the center guard.
Gotta go.
And here's Lott trying to help this over here.
Keep going.
Staying with it. Get it. Oh, and he just does. For the blank. We'll go to the break.
That's sweeper on that one.
And the hits just keep on coming, as we used to say in rock and roll radio. Some great shots here at the Tim Hortons Brier.
There's a yellow stone that belongs to Dunstone underneath the third. So it is shot stone. Matt Dunstone on his final removed a corner guard that belonged to PEI so that it could not be run in for 3. This is the yellow, red, yellow.
Ooh, look out now. Where's this going? And it'll roll too far. Got it. And now once they all sit, look at this. Oh,
look
1,
at that.
2, 3. And it looks like a 4 spot for PEI.
Yeah.
Mike McEwen looking for a couple here to tie and forward. Right now, shot rock belongs to Gushue. Lott. You got this? Have you got this? Oh, you do. Wonderful. Mike McEwen. Magic Mike picks up 2. And a reminder, you can vote for your favorite AGI Top Shot every day at Curling Canada on Instagram. Top Shots is brought to you by AGI. Storage and handling equipment for agriculture. Got their sou'westers on, cheering for Nova Scotia, I'm sure. Just missing the blue nose. Oh, there we go. Some of the Gushue family here. Jeff Walker's wife, that's Liam with Laura. And congratulations to the two of them that they are expecting in second. And beside her, to her left, of course, that's Brett Gallant's fiancée Jocelyn Peterman. 2-2 as we go to the sixth. And Jacob's last rock was a problem for him. That's why the steal. And a look at Mark Kennedy, number 1 third all week so far in the event. And he's down by 20 to Reed Carruthers, Mike McEwen. Manitoba champion out of West St. Paul.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. By Home Hardware, Here's How. And by Sponge Towels, made for real-life messes.
Whoever wins this tournament really has beaten everyone. We have that factor where we know what it's like to take that extra half a step at the end. Yes! Finding our way onto the top of the podium last year, I think, has really consolidated that our approach and our effort can make us that team at the top.
It seems the bigger the event, typically in the past, we've always really rose to the occasion, and we know what to do when we get in the position, hopefully at the end of the week, and nothing more we'd like than to do it once more.
Well, what a matchup. So Kevin Cooey, who was idle this morning, brings a 5-1 record. The Alberta champion against the reigning Canadian champion Brendan Botcher, who comes off the extra end win over Team Dunstone. Still undefeated at 6-0, and already with that record guaranteed a playoff spot. And that's 8:30 Eastern Time tonight. Tim Hortons Brier here on TSN as we welcome you back on this Wednesday afternoon to Lethbridge. We're tied at 2, and the blank means that once again it will be Manitoba and Mike McEwen that does have the last rock playing the Red Stars.
Rip. Sweep it for top
Center
four.
guard went up, not
Top four.
perfect.
Lead. Line's good.
But then a perfect freeze by Northern Ontario, and just about a perfect freeze by Team McEwen here too.
Straight.
It's going to be a battle of the angles here, and the all crucial sixth end.
Hard line. Still hard for line. Hard.
Trying to keep it a little on the high side here.
Very nice. Shot each. Great sweep.
Boy, he's outstanding. Really a terrific game.
And tough shots, Vic. Like, I know his percentage is good, but they've been so difficult.
Terrific shot.
93 before that shot lands.
And the hits that he's made.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, the triple to open things up.
Yep.
Double in the first end.
Whoa.
Derek Samagalski.
You good? You good? You good? You good? You good? You good?
Good.
Good.
Halfway.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
High.
Wait.
Halfway, just.
Okay, go ahead, then. Pretty.
Hard mark. Hard mark. Drag that. Hard mark. Keep going, Mark. Try to go. Hard. Go. Hard. Go, 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 go.
They want to cover something here.
Every
Go, go, go.
Every
Oh dear, very long. And did they cover anything?
This way.
Yeah, not a lot of it, but I thought they'd switch on that, get a hair more curl.
I think it's good.
I think that's all right.
Good shot. Well brushed.
So just to emphasize again, the standings and what's at stake. So Gushue undefeated. You win 6, and he's leading right now, 8-2, puts him into the playoffs. If Northern Ontario at 5-1 can win, they would also guarantee a playoff. If Gushue should lose, well, Northern Ontario, a win doesn't get them anything. And when we say into the playoffs, that's it, just advancing. We don't know where they would finish. And remember, of course, just the top 3 in each pool will advance.
Carl, straight, straight, straight. Whoa. Sorry, I had to audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When be there, Mike knew it was missing the top one, so he swept it enough to get his own, carved it in. At least he shot rock now. What a well-positioned Northern Ontario
Does that look
rock.
tough from
It looks fairly tough. Yeah, that's an option. What do you guys like? What's your first thought?
I think you got to kill that.
Coming down to it.
Oh, I like removing that if you can to know.
Okay, I think we're trying to do that.
Okay.
I think as long
So
as we
it's
get
like
by the
wrist and a
guard, then we
half.
can start to go on.
Just through, right?
Shot.
Just through the back line.
We got to be fairly tight here, though.
Yeah.
The other thing I like about Kennedy, and it won't show up in his numbers, is he's not afraid to take on these really difficult shots. So you're going to miss the odd one, and that lowers your percentage in a hurry. They'd love, if they're going to hit this, they'd love to get the red out of the rings. That's tough to do.
Whoa! Yep! Hack! Whoa! Curl!
Whoa!
Curl!
Curl!
Now try to help it over.
Hard, Pete. Right in.
Ryan Harnden.
Shooter!
And watch it go. And punches it through the back. But the shooter does go a little further.
Not good.
Half rock's fine.
Probably would have been better to
like
roll
the
the
end.
shooter a lot farther. I'm not sure it was makeable any other way.
Smooth.
Come on, Ian. Okay, good toss, your bud.
Half. Yep.
Okay.
Peel weight.
Think I
in
need
half.
this air?
Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Mike's throwing it
Whoa.
so good now.
Whoa.
Just make sure.
Or sorry, Reed.
Sorry, Reed.
That's a great shot.
Pretty good spot. He rolled up a little bit. That. There's no double, I don't think.
Shot around. Just throw.
We're really happy with those, eh? Kind of wait.
8-2 Gushue. Wild card 1 leads Nova Scotia. Gushue did get a single in 5. Final stone coming up now for Nova Scotia and Paul Fleming.
Well, there was 3 that he faced on his first, and he corner froze onto one of the stones, but Brad Gushue able to blast it out, lost his shooter as well, but left the 2. So it's the force. He's playing the soft weight hit on the shot stone for the single.
Right to it. Throw, Paul. Thanks.
And that'll be good for 1.
Whoa!
Playing a little soccer.
Curl!
Fleming will play Quebec
Curl!
and
Curl!
finish against
Curl!
Jacobs.
Hey, Mark, good throw.
Great
Who
toss,
shot?
Mark.
Throw.
I don't know.
Who shot?
I don't know.
I didn't look.
It's not bad if it's
No,
shot.
Yeah.
You still hit that, though. You're hitting and rolling my way.
Shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Still got to hit it.
Can't believe
Close. Yeah, that's pretty straight
Is that
there.
a stick one?
I think you're doing this, are you not?
Yeah.
Yep.
Looking like a bump. Kind of looks gradual.
You shot rock, but you go to the open side, and that's a dangerous yellow you're leaving there for Jacobs to use. So hit this, be patient, hit it, roll to the side. If Jacobs makes the double, you get the blank. If he doesn't, you might get 2. Both teams showing a lot of patience, Kathy.
It's sometimes unusual, but
Heavy.
I think the scoreboard and the importance of the game dictate that as well.
True.
Solid.
Curl. Come on, Derek. Curl. Curl.
Push it, push it, push it.
Oh,
Shot,
here's
Reed.
a down, and they do.
Good sweep.
Nice shot. Ooh, that was really heavy. Yeah. Shot, Reed.
Sweet, man. That was heavy again.
Yeah, a little. It's okay.
But it's a different Reed Carruthers, no doubt.
Oh, whatever.
You can see it. I mean, there, I threw it a little extra, a little heavy, but you can see he's throwing, walking, just carrying himself with more confidence.
That's too much or close? That'll be.
I feel like I'm right at it too. It's just a hair hard.
Oh yeah, you're right on it.
98%.
Yeah, it's a bit hard.
The in, like there is movement there. Like on my first. Remember that's where you played your chaser? Gets
Yeah.
off.
A little softer weight. They might try to roll on top of the McEwen rock or roll a little farther behind the guard.
Board weight.
Clean. Clean, yep. Whoa. Clean. Yes. Yes.
TJ Harden.
Whoa. Whoa.
You roll this over on top, across the top, a little rub, and gearing away.
Good throw. Good throw.
We could just go full 4.
Can't hit it.
Can we be closer on anything?
Good toss. I just had to keep him on it, and you were good.
Just
Four
again,
off.
Kennedy didn't get on it quick enough with that extra curl out wide now.
In there, bud.
Start of the week, that would have run a lot straighter.
Speed.
Do you like this?
Bite forefoot's pretty good, right?
They're going to, the indication was going to draw around,
Yeah,
is
we
that
like
correct?
that.
Top 4?
Yeah, you could hit the back one, but I think there's a double.
ain't
Mind
got
you, that
some
guard's
ball?
pretty close.
It's,
Apply some pressure on Jacobs. Just get this top 4, bury it. If he tries to chase it or
7, 14, 8.
play a freeze or something, he could score 3.
That's what I thought.
I'm guessing top 4 buried.
okay, I got a little light.
I got a good ad. Should carry
Little
for
bit.
you.
Top 4.
Wait's
Little
pretty
bit
good.
to line.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Top 4.
Top 8. Fight
Wait's
the
good.
4. Fight the 4. Line's real good.
Top 4.
Derek's rock.
Clean.
Derek's rock. Fight the 4 in this line.
Half 4's fine.
Might over curl if it's heavy.
Derek.
Whoa, whoa.
Easy. That's it. Nice shot, Mike.
That's good.
Good shot, bud.
It's good. Good throw.
Good sweep.
Good job, bud. Good job. Nice spot.
Just try to take some of the
I
forward
actually
away.
think that it's tough to get shot.
It's
Yeah, you
tough,
can't
but
get
it might
shot.
be there. Right there, Mark. That'll be like a solid boardish.
You can't take a chance of freezing
It's
either,
actually
Vic.
really nice stuff.
Any mistake, you're down 3.
I got it. We're so strong.
Like control then? You like control? Yeah.
Sure.
Perfect positioning for Mike. A foot higher, you make the roll here, and Mike's not shot rock. Now wherever this goes, Mike's got to draw for 2.
And he's playing this one compared to the other one. Well, it's half hidden too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So he has to go over what he can see.
Yeah.
Gotta go at what he can see.
Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Yep.
Hard each. Hard. Yep.
It's much easier if I open my eyes.
Hard. Roll it. You gotta
I
roll it.
actually look. I go,
Great shot, Brad.
and he rolls underneath, and they are the shot stone top edge.
At least third of
Great
the 4.
throw.
Yeah.
Might not make a difference, but at least it shrinks the scoring area a little bit.
I like that, Rob. That's good. Nice.
Good shot, Brad.
Just need like a third of the floor. 4. To
Well, one of our keys was
probably give you a similar.
utilizing Mike's draw weight
Similar,
ability
maybe
at
a couple
93% for the week, and he just made no mistake in that first one.
Another perfect draw will give him a couple.
Line's
And a
good.
4-2 lead. Mike McEwen.
I felt it was really good.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Samagalski on the left. Loft.
Weight's
Line's
good.
good.
On the right.
Weight's good.
It's running
Okay,
like it's
back,
there.
Full
straight
forward.
draw.
Weight's good. Straight on the tee. Weight's good. Weight's
Clean.
good. Weight's
Straight
good.
on the tee. Clean.
Weight's
Can't
good.
hurt it now, I think.
Yeah, Mike.
Go ahead. Go
Job,
ahead.
bud.
Good.
And he continues to be perfect.
There, bud.
2 more. Manitoba up by a couple. That's how we see it from the blimp we have here overhead. Looking down on Colton Lott as he throws the lead stones for Manitoba. Manitoba with a couple, lead 4-2 as we welcome you back. We go to the 7th, Northern Ontario. Brad Jacobs from Sault Ste. Marie with Last Rock playing the Yellowstones. Nice. Blimp just left. Just they opened it up and it flew away.
Retractable roof. It's very convenient.
It's very convenient.
Sad part is I'm looking up.
Where's the blimp?
Where is it?
You're out of here.
Lot
Line's good, boys.
of work here now for Jacobs. Just to get a 2 pretty quick.
Really nice.
Attaboy,
Ryan.
Pete.
Really good, buddy. Really good.
Right here.
Hey, Derek. Speed's nice here, bud.
Oh my gosh, what do we got going on here in a 4-4 tie?
Well, Felix was facing 3 on his final stone. He hit and he rolled under, but he rolled a little bit too far and he queued up an opportunity for BC. Brent Pierce has to slash it sideways. If he does, it's a 4, but if he hits it thinner, the potential is for more.
Wow.
Yep. Hard!
Out of the Royal City Curling Club, New Westminster. Slash it, bang, move it. Oh my goodness, look at this. All right, room 8 at Elwick School. Mrs. Collette's class, count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Boy.
6.
Yeah, that's, well, it's 1 sec. It's tough to actually be in the ring. You like the nose? I like the nose. Normal?
Simplify it here with a double. Try to hang around. Do not roll out. There's a yellow double there available for McEwen.
Hard!
Hard.
Hard!
Hold it.
Hard!
Hold it, Mark.
Right to it, right to it!
Sweet,
boy.
Mark.
Good.
Shot each.
Nice each. Great sweep, Mark. Thanks, buddy.
You almost have to hit it. It's tempting to guard it. The red's in such a good spot, but way too dangerous. Those yellows in so close. They can be run in easily with a team like that. And this rock's in the paint. So.
Be straight here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, curl.
Oh, you really got to go around.
Curl.
Hard. Hard read, hard read, hard
Curl,
read,
curl,
hard
curl,
read,
curl.
hard
Make
read.
sure that goes cold.
Straight there.
He's probably wide.
Yep.
You like this?
That is, I was a touch full, but that is so straight.
there. Yeah,
Good.
I was a touch full maybe? I just don't think so.
I like that.
Second shot.
Personally, but.
2 choices here. You can hit and roll to try to get your 2, or why not play the easier of the 2 choices, draw around it. You've got lots of rocks left to get at that shot rock. Sink this around there, go around the longer one. You've got more room to get finished, get it fully buried. Be tough to get around the tight one because there's not enough
Got room right now.
distance to get
We got
12 inches of
back 4,
curl.
back 8.
Okay, let it work. Mark, can you hit it?
Not really.
Okay. I don't know, Mark.
Mark,
Where
you
is
got
it going to
no
go?
line.
It's not doing anything.
Whoa!
Just go.
Go ahead if it's not through.
Yeah, just go, Mark.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Just
Go ahead if it's not
just
through.
Go. Just go.
Yep,
Just go.
yep. Keep going. You got to try to go more.
Okay.
Okay.
That had to surprise them.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Well,
All that really happened there is he's 3 feet, 4 feet harder out of his hand, and because it's harder, it's going to curl less. And it never got a chance to get to that center line. Anything lighter gets to the center line earlier, and there's a big difference in curl. I think they hit the broom in the right spot, just that extra weight.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Weight's good. Clean it, clean it, clean
Whoa.
it.
Curl.
Curl.
Curl. Curl. Dig, Derek. Come on. Dig.
Clean.
Dig, buddy. Dig. Dig. Dig.
Whoa,
dig.
whoa.
Dig. Oh, no.
Shot.
Whoa. Good.
Nice shot. Shot, Reed.
What do you like, Mark?
I think you got to make the roll now.
Sure.
Might get the back one, Mark.
Or you're throwing a straight draw.
I don't mind your shot.
Huh?
I don't mind your shot at all.
Leading 8-3.
Yep.
Team wildcard Gushue with a chance to lock up a playoff spot with a win, Kathy.
Well, for Paul Fleming, I'm sure he doesn't know what more he needs to do. He was buried, and that Yellowstone that you see corner frozen, that was Brad Gushue's first. And so Paul tried to duck a little bit behind it. There is a little bit tucked, but probably 7/8 open for Brad Gushue. Soft weight tap for 2.
Clean.
They're playing so well so far.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Clean. Clean.
Stay down, Brad. You're good.
For 2 more. It is a remarkable story.
Same.
Yeah. Like just hawk.
Same weight, Reed.
Reed Carruthers.
Mark is getting closer to burying. Every time he hits and rolls, he's close, but can't quite get them completely underneath.
Curl.
Heavy.
Curl.
Curl.
Keep going.
Curl.
Keep going.
Curl.
Hit the red. Hard drag.
That was just a little more.
Yeah,
Keep going. Keep going.
Good sweep.
More weight.
More.
Good throw. Good sweep, man.
Just a
Just
little
more
heavy
weight.
to run.
Yeah,
Good throw, bro.
I think we got to try to get one buried.
What do you like? Straight draw?
Okay.
You guys, what else are you thinking?
I was just thinking hit roll and try to get a blank.
Hit and roll in front
Or
of
you're
him?
playing something
Yeah,
like
and
this.
then
We're
try to
keeping
get-
the blank alive.
Get the deuce or get the blank.
Okay, that's not awful. It's up to you.
Don't mind being patient.
Yeah?
Okay.
2 choices.
Still gotta be careful.
You try to
Thinking
come
it's like a
around.
hawk waiter. Hawk waiter
If you
right
don't get
around
it
here.
buried, there's a very good chance you're not going to blank this end. By hitting this one, you still keep the chance for a 2 alive, albeit slimmer. But you definitely keep the blank alive. Blank this end, you get 2 and 8, you're in really good shape. So I like EJ's comment. I don't mind being patient.
Hawk. Clean.
Just because you're hitting this doesn't mean you can't score 2.
Whoa.
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 Curl. Curl. Whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Just
Beautiful.
so good.
You know, it's that thing as they say, you couldn't walk it down there any better.
Nope.
Just pick it clean.
Intern pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shot.
Either pick it or just hit it a hair high.
Just pick it.
Pick it. Okay.
Try and pick it clean.
Sure.
So you see these missed all the time. He either takes both of them out, and then if Northern Ontario wants to, they can go around the corner guard and get their 2 that way. Or you miss it completely trying to pick it clean. Good shot.
Mike McEwen did say that he thought the Manitoba championship and winning it after 2 years of wild card was his hardest he's ever been in.
Yep.
And while he wore the wild card jersey for 2 straight years, pick it, and they lose it, and now they have that chance. He said, you know, when you do wear that
Just gotta be careful because
buffalo, there comes in Manitoba, of course, that added responsibility of
I would have rather
wearing the colors, the added pressure, because the game is just adored and followed that closely.
Oh, for sure.
I don't do that.
No question.
But depending on where we are.
Yeah, it's true.
Then he'd have to throw the run.
He'll still draw, I think, which is fine.
Yeah.
Those are the options.
I don't mind it.
Which one are you feeling?
I'm easy. I'm easy on both. This will curl.
I just think this more often than not probably, but it's okay.
Probably leaves the double.
Makes perfect reason.
Like the draw?
I do, personally.
I really like this call, other than it's a little bit straighter now than it was at the start of the week. So this isn't simple to bury, but
Take its time because
you can blank. In theory, get 2 and 8, force and 9, get 2 and 10, you win. But if you have a chance to score 2 when you're behind, you might as well take it. You can't wait forever.
Hey, and they are your corners.
Right, that's the key. Mike's got to run back the wrong color.
Now, it'll be interesting to see what happens here because this is almost the same path that we saw Mark Kennedy. Said was a little bit heavy, so it didn't catch the curl. So where they want to go now is top edge of the 8. So weight is the key, I would think.
It'll definitely bury. They were just deep on that other one. Deep's not an option here either, because then you're, in theory, forced to 1.
Where do you want it?
Right here. See you late. You got room.
You can wait. You can wait.
Room.
You can wait all day.
Line's good. You got room.
You can still wait.
You got room still.
Line's good.
Right here,
Line's
guys.
great, I think. Doesn't need to curl.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It does need to curl.
Curl
Go,
it.
go, 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 go.
Yep,
Go, go, go,
hard.
go, 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 go.
That's pretty good, boys.
Nice shot.
Pretty good.
Well, we have our first final. And Jason Gunlickson, wild card number 3, picks up the win over Nunavut. Keeps himself very much alive in the pool plays. He goes to 5-2. And Nunavut still winless.
Mike would normally take that on, but if he misses it, there's a small chance they can split that on for 3, so he can't afford to do that. He can't be 2 up and give somebody a shot at 3. It would be a difficult split, but Jacobs would be capable.
Okay, there's a full pop here, boys.
So now you've got to go either around this, as buried as you can, or try to get to the corner, but you have to be shot rock or it's useless. Perfect spot for that Northern Ontario come around.
Line's good.
No, a little light.
I thought close there.
Okay. I thought it was close.
Easy early.
I thought a little light.
No.
Wait's okay. No, wait's okay. Wait's good.
Clean. Where?
Top 8.
Yep. Hard.
Hard, Colton.
Hard. Wait's good.
Hard.
Whoa.
No.
Yep.
Whoa.
Attaboy.
Oh my goodness.
Good sweep.
His draw weight, Kathy, is just off the charts.
Yeah, I think he came into this just really, really ready. I said after about the second game that I don't know that I've seen Mike play better.
Could draw for 1, but it feels like this might be our best chance for a deuce. You like it? Yeah.
His
Trying to think of the weight.
not like he's a poor hitter either.
No.
Hard, Colton.
Wait's good.
Hard.
Whoa.
No.
Yep.
Whoa.
Attaboy.
Well, Jacobs will have something to say about it. He's going to play the run back, but this could win him a game here, that shot. If that's anywhere else, like look where it is, Vic. An inch lighter, you just draw the 8-foot for 2. It bounces off. It's a hit for 2. Now you force Jacob to a tough one. This could be missed just as easy as made, and you're 3 up. Huh.
Well, McEwen is, they don't scoreboard watch, but he's at 2 losses, and they just watched next door Gunlickson pick up a win to go to 5-2. So they're right now at 2 losses apiece. The thing about McEwen is that he lost to Gunlickson in round robin. So that's a key loss for him. But first things first, to try to win it here. What do you got? Oh, what do you got is He'll get the single. Considering the way they were, you're going to say thank you very much. Jacobs gets one back.
I used to be a snowmobiler, and then I picked up snowmobiling last year, and we all know how that ended up. Ran into a tree.
I was spent 5 days in the bush last week bison hunting, so that was new for me.
Bought a side-by-side and a quad, so it's been great to get back in the outdoors.
I've spent a lot of time out on the land with my dog doing a lot of hiking.
So when working from home, I had to get out of the house. It drives me crazy, so I started walking about 20,000 steps a day.
I've added more streaming services to my repertoire.
Probably more family time.
As a family, we played more board games than we ever have in the history of the Fournier household.
My family's got me on the old Wordle craze.
I did start my own construction company.
Well, I went back to school. I went and got my MBA.
I started my new career. I've been a mortgage broker now for just over 6-7 months, so it allowed me to go to school.
I tried to have the best looking yard on the street.
I guess I built a house during that time, so I kind of got spent some time in that.
Well, we did a bunch of home renovations like a lot of other folks.
Never thought I would have much of a green thumb.
That's the key. After every time you cut, you top seed. You do. Yeah, you walk around and you just a little bit over there, a little bit over there. Yeah, I'm just like him. I swear, I wanted the greenest lawn. It was something to get you outside. So good to be back. And we welcome you back to Lethbridge on this Wednesday afternoon. So Northern Ontario forced a single, and Manitoba will once again have the last rock as we play here in 8.
Mike McEwen probably had an inch and a half depth-wise and about a half an inch side to side to put that rock in that spot, and he did it.
Not bad.
That makes all the difference. It would have been tied playing 8. Jacobs has got a lot of work to do now.
Good. Nice, EJ. Good shot.
Judge.
Really good.
All right, good luck, man. Thanks, man.
And Team Gushue, wild card number 1, are the first team to qualify for the playoffs out of Pool B, as they pick up a 10-4 win over Paul Fleming and the team from Halifax. So Gushue 6 straight wins, and Fleming now at 3-3.
Same thing.
So Jacobs, right next door, has seen Gushue win, knows that if he can come back and win this, that he would become the second team to clinch a playoff spot out of Pool B.
Wolf, you can now.
A little bit of room.
It looks like it has to curl a mile.
It will off his side, as long as it's got enough speed.
Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
What's that?
Have to try to.
So there you go. Gushue becomes the first to qualify. Gunlickson has picked up a win. He goes to 5-2. And remembering now 3 teams will get through. Manitoba leading. They would go to 4-2. If those two should be tied at the end of round robin, Manitoba and Gunlickson wild card. Well, we have to go back to round robin, and it was Gunlickson beating him in round robin, so he would have the advantage.
Speed looks good.
Yeah.
Should be okay, yeah.
Nice and tight, guys.
Using the long guard to set up this come around to have a tight guard, which is much more beneficial later on in the end.
Good line.
I thought I was there. Got to get this buried. Lines. A little bit of room, guys. Switch if you can. Switch and go. We're not going in the rings, right? We know that. We're just going tight.
We're trying to get in line, aren't we?
Hey, good weight.
Good. That's okay.
Okay.
And Barry.
Rip it around.
Yeah, is it ever worth sticking or no?
Well, you could.
Yeah.
You could stick it.
I mean, it's really good if we stick it.
You have to throw easy.
Yep.
I love that call.
Okay with that.
You get so defensive. You run up with the hammer, and you're sitting there going, oh, as long as he doesn't steal. And then you kind of play defensively and giving the opponent a chance to get back in there. You got a shot to roll here. You've got the team that can do it. Just hack weight, give it to the brushers. They can roll it off to the side. Now Jacobs is in trouble.
And they're playing well.
Heavy.
Well, yeah, and the ice is so good. Like, back to their conversation before, and I'm not playing this at the curling club.
No, and this man's game is coming around, Reed Curling.
Yeah. Like that.
Go, buddy.
Oh, if you could just catch the top.
Keep going.
And he does. And does he get anything behind? No, it doesn't look like it.
Not bad, though. He's sitting two. What does Jacobs do now? Really good call. Great shot. Kathy, you get into that mode, eh? You're one up with the hammer, and it's like, well, as long as they don't steal.
Yeah, instead of I can score another couple, and then they are done.
Yeah, right. A 2 here would go an awful long way to victory. I don't see a downside to that shot. Like,
Good way.
Curl. Clean.
Close. Curl.
Curl. Curl.
Curl.
Curl, curl, curl.
Hard each. Hard. Sit.
And it will. Spins back a little.
not enough, I don't think. Oh, Mark can't buy one.
Okay.
Could still hit that. I mean, blank at the worst.
Okay. Sorry, close.
Just don't want to leave. Yeah, actually, he got to be careful with the double because he could.
Ideally, I overcurl this.
I mean, if you hit, hit that, he plays the double. I mean, we're getting a blank. Are we happy with the blank or no?
That's the shot, guys. Look right here.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking 1 second here, though. If we go there, is that ever going to be a guard if he ever draws around it? Like,
yeah, but it's still, we're drawing for one then.
Okay,
We can see it.
Yeah, okay.
British Columbia up by 5, and they
yeah.
are having they have the last rock as they play an 8.
Well, and Quebec has done their job. They have 2 buried behind that corner, and there's a biter on the outside, but it is wide open for Brent Pierce. Needs a bite of the forefoot.
The score of 6 in 6. That broke it open for BC.
Nice line. Get easy. Don't hit it early. Don't hit it early. Don't hit
Pierce
it early.
in a 4th. Brier has mentioned he was the Canadian and world champion with Greg McCauley in 2000.
Clean. You're good. Just clean it, please.
This is almost through.
Where?
Yikes. This is back 8, back 12. Easy.
And the handshakes and a win for BC.
Good luck. Good luck. Thanks for the game. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. That's good, guys. Good luck. Good luck.
Back 12 and just hung on by a fingernail.
Yeah.
Or we're just straight bury. Right?
Yeah.
13,
Yeah, that's
13
just
3 on
such
that.
It looks like an easy shot. It's it's framed for him to
I don't
sit
know how
3.
that's yeah, it is. Yeah, it's ball game is what it is.
I mean, I think at this point, like, we got to try something to, like you said, kind of feather into.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good with that.
You, Mark?
Yeah, I think it's a couple different shots. We just have to decide which one it is. Are we playing?
Well, the best one is the thin one.
No, I know.
Yeah.
You roll anywhere over here, and we probably have a double to maybe force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go.
The other option is you could
What's our weight here?
Go around the corner guard and set up a better guard like Mark Kennedy tried to do. They peel the top and then you go around it.
Yep.
This looks so tough. They're trying to chip the red across the top of their own yellow.
Get the weight right. I don't think this will do much.
Yeah.
And then roll back towards that back one.
What's the weight, Brad?
The angle's pretty close, but they need to hit about an inch of this thing. And all this pressure put on your opponent because McEwen called an aggressive call with Reeds, and Reed made that hit and roll.
What hot?
They can win the game right here.
Whoa.
Hack, wait.
Weight's good. Close,
Yep.
Whoa! 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 Curl!
EJ Harnden called
Curl!
off.
Easy! Curl!
Now Ryan Harnden very thin.
Curl! Whoa! Curl! Curl!
Almost miss it. Almost miss it. And spin away.
Hard to do. Okay, sorry, Brad. Good throw.
I can't tell you how good a try that was.
This is getting hilarious.
Yeah, and they can't get a
How's your
find a
day?
break.
Well, that was
This is
really
getting
good shot.
hilarious. We're missing shots by
Into it, you'll be
half a centimeter.
That's
Everywhere.
Nice
He's
weight,
right.
too. Your weight was great.
Everywhere.
Any
Really
thicker
close.
at all, like that half a centimeter, it's onto that
Never thought
red.
you
He
were
sits
too
too.
like something like kind of this.
Yep.
Right down the gut.
Tell you what, Kath, I'm impressed with Jacob's attitude because they've had. They're not horrible breaks, but they just can't buy one.
No, and you heard, you know, a soft frustration, I would say, in his voice. The Brad Jacobs of old might have been
gosh.
really mad.
There would be no roof on the place.
But he's, as he said, even with the loss with the Olympic trials, their perspective is just very different. And they know that getting really angry doesn't make you any better.
No, it's wasted energy.
Good for him.
I got lights.
I got light. Hit it.
Yep, hard, cool. Hard, bud, hard.
Line's good.
Harder read. Yep, weights.
Yep, go ahead.
Not bad.
Okay, line's good.
Nothing's light in these spots, inside
Weight's
out.
good,
They
top
call
eight.
it light, but
This
you
has
can
to
drag it
curl.
forever
No, weight's
Has
good.
to curl
in an
one
arena.
side,
We're all there.
and one
We're all
here.
there.
when it's going to the corner.
Whoa.
Sorry,
Stay with
boys.
this, Derek. Yep, Derek.
Oh,
Whoa.
That's good.
okay.
Okay,
Sorry, I
good shot.
panicked a little. I thought it was light.
No, that's fine.
I didn't throw that very hard.
It's a pretty good spot, I think.
It's not bad. It's the right height.
Kathy, one of the things we've forgotten, Adam Kingsbury, who works with Matt Dunstone
I got it.
and is,
Got
you know,
to
with
jump it. Sorry.
Curling Canada is their performance.
It's the right height though.
He's worked with Jacobs too and helped him along. Well, there you go. Not much to choose, but McEwen with the edge by 4. Draw weight, exceptional.
Yeah, little hack.
Game numbers brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
No choice here at all. You got to throw it soft enough to get by the guard. There's not going to be a lot of curl here late in the week. Kill that red one just enough and roll it to there. It will be open, but Mike would have to make the double. And if he does anything wrong, hits that one or even into there, it could be a steal. So from my angle, maybe half buried. Has to be shot. That's the main thing. You roll fully buried, you might not be shot.
No more weight.
Solid hack.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Curl.
Close. Clean. Straight.
EJ.
Straight.
Straight.
EJ Harnden
Hard. Still got it. Hard.
trying to
Hard.
hold this
Hard.
up now.
Hard.
Roll.
And
You gotta go. You gotta go.
oh,
Oh, that's a little.
and it's ground in, and
Okay.
they will have a chance for
Sorry,
3.
I thought I heard more.
Yeah, you did.
Another one. If that hits just a fraction more, the back one goes out. You don't roll as far and you're buried.
And then this stone here, the red one, right into that slide path, and it just dies.
Oh, that's a little.
Toss your Mikey.
Not their day.
Throwing anyways. I mean,
No, you're really close. If I just don't get on him early, it just when I heard heavy, I thought we would have to give her a good go. But
They yelled heavy. It turns out it wasn't, and then they overcarved it just that, I don't know, like he says, half a centimeter.
Not close. Not heavy. It's tough for it.
That should carry it. It's running good there.
Weight's good.
Just bring down.
clean.
Stay down on it.
Can't hurt it, I
Weight's
think.
good. Weight's good. Weight's
Go
good.
ahead. Clean. Clean.
Down, Mike.
And there it is, 4-3, McEwen, Manitoba.
Shots, bud. Good jobs.
Yeah, guys. Nice tick.
Nice tick play, man.
Hard. Hard.
Colton Lott throwing the lead stones.
Great shot.
Good job, buddy.
And raising it into the rings at Northern Ontario Stones. So it can be hit now. What a big three that is, and what a big time in the game. It comes in the 8th. 7-3, Manitoba leads it. We go to 9 as we welcome you back on this Wednesday afternoon. And it's Northern Ontario scratching to keep themselves alive. They have the last rock playing the Yellowstone.
And you saw that wonderful tick into the rings by Colton. That comes right out of the playbook of mixed doubles, and he is a mixed doubles specialist.
Yeah, runner-up at last year's mixed doubles championship in the Calgary bubble.
Yeah, great call, great shot, great execution, team shot, but tells you how good the ice is. You're going out in the weeds and tapping a rock, angle tapping a rock into the 4-foot. Like, that's pretty impressive.
That's quite something that the mixed doubles game would actually be useful in the team game, Kathy.
Well, you know what? It's because it's a different discipline. The teams that are specializing that are looking for different edges, and so many of the curlers play both, and all of a sudden it became, well, why don't we do that? And you do see that a lot more in in fours because of mixed doubles.
Just a lot of ice.
Yeah. Shoot. Just how to get him on it a little sooner.
Yeah, I was thinking I was going to stay.
Good throw, Derek. Wait with
top 4.
Finally, a bit of a error there from Manitoba. They played so well up and down the lineup.
Line's good.
Liked it.
Weight's good. Top 4.
Line's room.
Line's
Top
good.
4.
Top 4.
Line's good.
Kathy, I just go back last end to the McEwen had a decision to play defensively.
Yes.
Or play that
Right in it. Go.
maybe
Just go ahead.
riskier hit and
Keep
roll
going.
to the
Just keep
corner.
going. Hard.
And Reed Crothers is at 98%. He had confidence in his third. He made it perfect, and that changed the entire game.
It did for sure. Otherwise, you're looking at a blank, and now you're within striking distance.
Mm-hmm.
And a team that is as good as McEwen should be able to carry a 4-point edge for 2 ends.
I'll take the roll. Okay. Okay, bro. Here you go. Close.
Whoa. Whoa, curl.
Eric Semigalski.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, bud.
Peel the high one.
That's fine.
Pretty close.
I think you're just replacing it, eh?
Yeah.
Right here.
I want it just past halfway.
Okay.
Just a hair less ice.
You got there.
Yeah. Little bit tight.
Okay, well then, Mark. Line's
Just
fine.
clean, Eej. I'm just clean.
Wait only. You can wait.
We're not bad here.
Never curling it. Never curling it.
Look tighter.
It's got to stop. Got to stop. Got to stop.
Line looks.
Sit.
Good
Sit.
shot, EJ. Good shot.
Sit. Okay. Good.
Good spot. Okay.
Good job.
Good throw here, Reed.
Hey, way to go, Rams.
To get one or the other of the yellows in the paint.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
No. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Hard.
Oh, no. Tough one, bud. It's a good shot.
Left a bit of a corner guard, too. That's just
Wow.
bad break. That's a good throw. Quarter inch, one way or the other.
Sweep that.
Timeout being called by Northern Ontario. And after all they've suffered, maybe they're just looking over and saying it's about time. Something happened to you, too.
He's gonna play it this way, and
Oh.
if I put the draw on a bad spot, he makes the triple, right?
Right.
What are you potentially setting up here? 2, maybe 3?
Lock one on there.
You freeze that.
Stats tell you need a 3. They'll take the 2.
Yeah. Does Reed have one other one?
Yeah.
Then I like the guard. But
Guard first and let him run.
I think we talk about the next shot, actually.
He can always.
Well, it depends. He's gonna. Do you think he straight peels or he runs to get them all?
Oh, if he runs, he can nut them all.
True.
Yeah, if he runs, then yeah, he risks jamming everything and leaving something up front for us to use
Just with
again.
this, you have to be dead perfect on this side a bit, right?
So you be guard and then kill him.
As soon as you're not
guarding,
perfect,
if
he's
he
throwing
peels,
that.
then you play that free.
Yeah, I think so. We're thinking guard on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guard.
You like the guard on the next one too, maybe?
Speed's
He
good,
misses?
Mark?
Yeah. I got a 20 on your first one again.
No?
So
You like coming into the rings? You like coming into the rings?
let's pick our spot.
Probably.
Okay, he's ready.
You can always
Why don't you wait over here?
undercurl a hair, right?
Right there.
Because he can't hit the outside. Halfway.
Don't mind him trying to chase halfway.
Yeah,
Make the
just
run
past
tougher.
maybe.
Same ice as Eej.
Not a lot you can do, really, Vic. It's the only other option. I don't like to freeze. You could go around that corner, hope the double's not made. Because a yellow double for McEwen could jam on his own red.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Line's great, Ryan.
If you play it into the rings, Kathy,
Easy,
aren't you
line's
just
good.
making it
Easy,
easier
looks like it's sliding. Line's good.
for
Line's good.
Manitoba,
Line's great.
particularly if the
Line's
the freeze isn't perfect?
Nope.
Yes and no. Obviously, the hit is going to be the shot for Mike McEwen. He's in a situation where he's got the edge. You're not going to see him playing anything. So the guard, in my opinion, is better than coming in the house.
Yep.
Yeah, you could guard it, just keep guarding it.
Yeah.
And see what Mike does on his last one, which is probably a perfect freeze.
But you have to know until then he's going to be running.
Yes.
Lane. Yep.
Reed Carruthers.
Yep.
Hard Derek.
Right up.
Yep.
Right up. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Same everything, eh?
Do that shot on Brad's then, right?
Yeah, exactly. Then he's got to make the double.
Same weight, Mark.
Oh, let me just.
Less. Same.
Line's
Same
good.
weight.
Easy.
A little higher.
A little bit, Ryan. A little bit, Ryan.
Same weight.
Line's good.
Yeah, a little tighter. Same though.
Clean it, guys.
EJ. Yep. Yep.
No,
Whoa.
that's good. That's good.
Shot, Mark.
Oh boy.
Beauty, great throws.
Good sweep, guys. Shot.
I think they're just thinking peel again.
To the foot. Then the double is more natural into it.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, the way he's checking over his shoulders, Reed Carruthers. Do you think it's running back? No, or not?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You definitely could. You'd have to get awfully unlucky to go jam. And that's the only way you get into more trouble. You'd think you'd kill one of the yellows. But keep in mind, even if he somehow gave up a 3, he's still statistically in a really good place.
Clean.
Good.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Like this. Bump down a foot. And it forces them to play that across the face, right? So, okay. So if we're doing that.
That's probably the two
we get to
choices.
3/4.
I mean,
What do you like, Kathy?
Bump it, do we?
Well, it's just so that that jams.
I don't mind the guard.
I don't either.
Sorry, where did you have this? Here?
I know that
Yeah, that should
maybe
be-
you're only setting yourself up for a couple, but
Well, they're buried. Does Mike's got to make the run back or gamble and play the freeze?
Low 7.
The freeze, chips off. You get 3.
What is it, 3/4?
Looks like a 2/3.
If you play this freeze, he's got a free run at the double on the center line side.
I agree.
these stones, it's I think his odds of making that are even better. Plus, this has to be in a good spot, or there might be a crazy
Even
triple.
a triple.
Yeah.
Well, you could hear Mike and Reed already lining it up
It's good.
2/3.
Back 8.
Even if he makes this perfect, they're going to chase after the stones they can remove the most
Line's
of.
good.
Line.
Back line.
No,
Room.
back 12. Back 12.
Whoa, guys. Room.
Back line.
Room. Clean it. Back line. Clean it.
Line's
Clean.
good, clean.
Clean. Straight. Straight.
Whoa.
Straight.
Yep.
Bounce a foot.
Whoa.
Bounce a foot. Yep.
Yep.
And bounce they do.
Very nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, just shade thinner and 3/4. 2/3.
Any chance this stone they raise back comes across?
Onto the red?
No, they touch all three.
To make the triple?
Yeah.
I don't think they're... yes, but I don't think they're going to try it.
Okay. Concede the 2 and take the hammer and the lead home?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're going to try to hit this on the center line side and make the
double.
Less dangerous double, yeah.
All right.
I guess the guard, which I liked, I guess you're sitting there going, what's Mike McEwen going to miss? And it isn't the draw.
Yep. Yep.
Final stone McEwen.
Yep.
Trying to make the double.
Hard.
Whoa.
Samigalski. Bang, bang, underneath. Oh, goodness. And now,
Jeez.
missing it. They're going to have a chance for 3.
Did the right thing.
Sorry, guys.
Try it.
A little soft on the release there.
Real good situations. Up one.
Have to hit it, I think.
I think you do.
Well, even hitting it on the nose, I think will give it to them. Yeah, if you stay in the white.
Yep.
If you get the white.
Yep.
There's just that little bit of air behind the black line and the line of the 8 foot
Easy.
on the Manitoba stone back
Clean.
12.
Clean. 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 Clean.
Shot cup.
Nice throw, Brad. Really good.
Wow, here we go.
Well played end.
Sure is. For all the misses that they've had, they were due. They crack a 3.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Well, suddenly it's a game again. 1 point separating Manitoba from Northern Ontario after Brad Jacobs. Sault Ste. Marie scores 3 and 9. But it is Manitoba and the team from West St. Paul that does have last rock, and they also have the hammer. Up by 1.
Last. Yep. Whoa. Clean.
Close.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Hard.
Yep. Whoa.
It's heavy.
Whoa. Yep.
Uh-oh, what do you got here? What do you got here?
Great shot.
Oh, look at that. He's just
Great
well,
shots,
that's the mixed doubles game coming through for him. I mean, those soft shots. And here was the first tick that he played. Look at this one. And now taking it over. Come on. Come on. You got to get it into the sponge. Get it into the cushion. Come on. Oh. No. And it'll stay right there. Yeah. Colton Lott.
Special shots.
Clean.
Two-time
Just
Canadian
clean.
mixed doubles
Just clean.
silver medalist.
Good.
Good shot.
I like the out.
Sure. Yeah. That's smooth, Derek. You got it.
Half stone's fine.
Does force McEwen to look over his left shoulder at those two stones.
Should go over top. Should go over top.
I got.
Nice save, boys.
Good.
Just over. I wonder if you ever come around that.
Well, that's as good as you can do with the text, like a perfectly buried rock around the closest corner guard is
like just
might
over
not
the
be in
log
the
line.
rings.
Our best chance is a thin one into this, I think.
Yeah. It's there.
Okay. Okay, whoa. Higher the better.
Mark saw a
Attaboy,
scratch
good.
there, so he's just cleaning up the loose snow.
No,
No,
one of you guys sweep.
One of your guys. They didn't see it though.
Thanks, Reed.
Yeah, sorry, man. I don't know if it's under my donut.
You did that on purpose, eh?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. I'll turn, hit like half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just trying to get it as high in the rings as you can so that the 45-degree angle on a half rock hit might hit a corner guard.
Really gotta go! Hard! Ram it!
Hard,
All the way
you
over.
gotta go.
All the way
Keep
over.
going.
Okay.
Good sweep.
And it'll covers a little bit more of that 12-foot.
Good enough.
Just over?
Sorry, bud.
I think you're trying to get in there, eh? You got to be quick though.
Well, do you want to do that now?
Whatever you like.
I think a guard. One more guard, Mark. Just over.
Northern Ontario's already used the timeout.
Where's our spot though, Mark? It's just over leads in the double.
Just over. Line's great.
Even with the red?
Oh,
Yeah, I
a little
mean, I
higher
think-
than that if you can.
Maybe just a hair higher than it.
Try to leave him so he nuts the double.
Since they gave up the 3 in Northern
Nice.
Ontario, they've been
Show, Mark.
precise with everything. You think back, Jacobs played the tap and roll
Yeah.
a hair too far,
Yeah.
but didn't get it out of the rings, which set up a 3 for McEwen instead of a 2. Otherwise, this game would be tied. If Reed hits this really thick, it might stay on the side of that red one.
Whoa. Hard. I don't know. We're close to it.
Hard, Mike. You gotta go.
Stay with
You
it.
gotta go. Go, Mike. Go, Mike. Hard. Get it through.
Keep going,
Keep
keep
bud.
going.
Get it through. Get it
Keep
through.
going,
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Good.
One of those days, eh?
It's good.
The top forward depth here.
Yeah.
Almost.
20's close. I think it should be close.
Yeah.
So around the red one. Trying to get 2 inches of paint, and it'll be buried.
Really good weight. Well, I got some
line,
room.
Mark.
A little bit of room.
Mark
Also,
Kendall.
really
line's
good.
good.
A little bit of room. You can let it work. You can let it work. You wait. You can let it work. It's close. Yeah, go ahead if you want to eat. You can all day.
Keep
oh,
going.
line's good. Line's good.
Okay.
Line's good now.
Hey, wait.
Line's good.
A little bit each. Yep. T-line.
I just
That's
Go,
good.
go, go, go,
That's
go.
good. Great.
good throw.
No, super.
You want to sweep it through on you?
Very nice.
Good sweep, guys.
Wait.
Look at that.
You can see that?
Yeah,
That guard's so high you can almost nose it probably.
Oh, okay.
just hack it, Max.
Yeah, I'd say just through.
Yeah. Speed should be
You-
full pop here, bro.
You can see that.
Okay, so just through.
Yeah.
Be a little careful here. Like Reed is definitely understands the professional miss here, which is wreck on the guard. Don't miss everything. But with hack weight, if you get a lot of that guard, if you cheat inside and get the guard, you might roll for a center.
Whoa. The hair solid.
If he ticks the guard, he's good.
Curl.
Curl, Colty. Really gotta go.
Here we
bud.
go, Colton
Gotta go.
Watt.
Gotta dig.
Digging. Trying to help it
Keep
over.
going.
It's heavy.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm
Oh, wait,
gonna
around.
get you
Yeah.
anything?
Okay.
It's just too much
Just do a
weight.
missile.
Nope. Nothing.
Bumper.
Wrong weight.
Okay, Reed.
One more, right to the corner of it.
I'll think about this as you're going down.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Your speed is
Speed's
completely
good here.
normal. Nice and the same in spin.
All right. You guys like this or center?
Center, he runs it into that. Maybe it comes closer. We could call a timeout.
It's okay. This makes him draw.
Okay.
Yeah, is that good news though? Mike's making everything the draw weight.
Skip Stones. 7-6. Manitoba leads it with last rock.
Because you got lots of lines.
How's
Brad
line?
Jacobs.
You got a little bit of room.
And we can let it work.
You got to let it work or do that. Yep. Might be okay if the weight comes down.
Try it.
Easy, easy. EJ, anything?
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the only spot he
Good
couldn't
shot,
put it.
Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Go.
Timeout.
Timeout
No, just
called for or by Manitoba.
How much do you see, guys?
Yeah,
I got
3/4.
like a thin 3/4.
Okay.
Yeah, the problem is like any kind of weight, you're just
Yeah,
if you don't get. Yeah, like I'm thinking we just
Hit and roll.
hit and roll right there.
100%.
Okay.
You can make a big roll. We're thinking just roll the center.
Like with bumper.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Bumper weight, just kind of roll right there. Like that.
Yeah.
I don't even have to throw bump, but
I think you throw the weight that I just threw.
yeah, that was just the bumper.
Yeah.
I like the call. You could try hard to
that
make
was
the
there.
double. That would be even better. But get rid of
like, I
one,
think we could take
roll
it.
over here.
The rock is now over a bit too.
Northern Ontario
Yeah,
has to do something with that. And even if you
I still
hit and
think
roll
we're
out,
looking at
you're
that.
into an extra end. If
Yeah,
that
even
had
if we can
buried,
roll.
Jacobs would have sat 3. McEwen happens to hit and roll out on the wide open hit. Stranger things have happened with rocks this lively, and he loses.
Kind of contact
So
hack.
killing one of these makes
Just
ratchets down the pressure a little bit.
a nice solid hack.
Good toss, bud.
Reed just flashed it, so they know what it's doing here. Hair less curl going to the corners and opening weekend.
Now they called for the same weight as Carruthers threw. You're asking about his draws? 100% on 7 draws.
Wow.
Is Reed Carruthers.
93 for the week.
Really got to go.
Oh, that's following
Okay,
Reed's
That's
path.
fine.
Keep going.
It's okay.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
And they'll get rid of one.
That's important.
Not bad.
That's really important.
Timeout again called, number 2 for Jacobs in Northern Ontario.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the only other thing is up in here somewhere. And you know what I mean?
Yep. That looks like a natural roll into it with any weight he wants.
Yep.
No, but you could be here or here.
I'd say though you'd lean more to this side.
Right.
A certain spot you want him to throw at?
Well, Mike loves to draw.
Sure.
He's already made the draw in his mind. And if we like
I think it
both
just
turns.
depends. Like, this gives him the entire house.
Right.
This makes it at least changes his
But gives
eye.
him that draw that he's throwing.
Do we
Well,
want
he's
him
gonna
to
play
throw,
that anyways, right?
Do we want him to throw a hit?
Will he throw a hit?
I would say yes.
We got
I think he will, because if
Oh,
he
I
rolls out, he's going to an extra end with hammer.
Yeah, I think we're going like back 8 over here.
Like that, Cat?
Yeah, I think that
right around here?
we heard them say
Yeah.
Sure.
he likes to draw.
That's probably the spot, eh?
And so if you want him to hit, given that he didn't throw that last one as well as he would like,
Got lots of time. Let's get it right.
you put it out there, he's going to chase it for
Speed will
sure.
be good here.
Maybe you get a
What
roll.
do you think about that?
Yeah, my first thought was middle 4, but that's probably too much. So yeah.
If Jacob's at 3, if Mike hadn't ticked that out, it's at 3, you might see Team McEwen play the draw.
Sure.
Because the hit and roll out, you lose. But at this level, you expect to make the hit and stay. You expect to make the draw. So it's kind of Skip's preference.
I'd say anywhere over there is fine. Cups like tee to back 8, eh?
I like that.
Isn't it funny how it goes after that 3 and 8? Remember Jacob saying that's pretty much game.
Yeah.
And now here they are.
Yeah. Wait a bit. Curling nice.
And not far away from maybe forcing an extra.
Line's good. You got room.
Line's good.
You actually have room.
I think your line's perfect. Right here.
Line's really good.
Yep. Curling a mile.
Move in.
Curling a mile.
Hard.
Go, 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 go. Get
Hard,
to T-line, get to T-line, get to T-line. Okay, guys, good sweep.
T-line they are. Timeout.
Throw.
Manitoba.
Timeout. I like easy. I'm seeing like right there, bud.
I was thinking the edge 8 was a guider for us. I think that's really good. Yeah. It's not going to honk, but it'll curl a little.
So making sure the path is nice and clean. In for the win as we check the game story. 7-6 McEwen leads it. Yeah, he has been so close as Jacobs. In fact, the whole team. And then in that ninth, McEwen unable to make the double, set up the 3 to bring us here to this point. And the game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. For the win and to keep pace with Wildcard and Gunlickson, who've already picked up a win. They remain at 2 losses.
Easy.
Easy, Derek.
Clean.
Samagalski.
Yep.
Brothers
Just
calling
easy.
line.
Clean. Clean.
Yep.
And
Yep.
the crowd
Yes.
coming down
Hard.
to it.
Hard, Derek. Hard, Derek.
Here we go, right to it.
Attaboy.
And attaboy, right to it for the win. Manitoba and McEwen make the final 8-6 as Manitoba now goes to 4-2, and for Jacobs, he suffers a second loss.
Did the weight come off that?
Now 5-2.
It looked like he.
So we've seen Gushue win, and so he is through. He's into the playoffs. Jacobs, Gunlickson, McEwen all at 2 losses. Fleming and Pierce, will they have a chance? They'll need to win out, certainly, to bring others back. And that sets up tonight. And here we go again. Brendan Botcher, defending champion, will play Kevin Cooey at 5-1. When we switch our attention to Pool A, 8:30 Eastern Time. It's getting good now, huh? Down to the final few draws as we sort things out here at the Tim Hortons Brier, and all of it on Canada's sports leader, TSN.